Good evening, folks. Good afternoon, good morning, and or good night. I am DJ Intence, your host with the most. Episode 185, because we did 184 and 183 last week.
Bless you.
All right, so episode 185. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all those out there across the globe and in Ireland and in America. You know, celebrating St. Patrick's Day. No, it's not a federal holiday. It is a cultural holiday, just like the Cinco de Mayo.
But no racist should be celebrating Nixie de Mayo. Y'all want to kick the immigrants out who make your food, so why you not celebrating? I said what I said.
And that's Debbie Downer said he said, who's just, put that out there right now.
I don't care. Come fight me if you want me to fight me, but I'm going to tell you what
I just want my Corona inside my margarita, bro.
Do you voted for Trump?
I didn't.
There you go. You got your margarita and your sangria. Enjoy.
No, my Corona inside my margarita.
All right, you have your margarita, your sangria, your tostones, your chimichangas.
Say in the voice. Say in the voice.
What voice?
You know which voice that was.
The southern voice?
This is the racist southern guy. You want your goddamn there?
You want the damn beater food? You can have your damn beater food. But I voted for Trump. We only eat mayonnaise in this part of the country. This is America. We eat only nothing but white mayonnaise sandwich with white bread, white cheese, and white mustard. Because we like our sandwiches like our future, bright and white.
We like our tacos tied to franchises, you know?
I thought we would say goodbye. La cucaracha.
No. You mishandled them, my man. You understand? We call them banners. Get it correct. We call them wetbacks. I can say that because I'm Afro Latino. I can say that.
You can take your tacos in the sombrero. Just leave the people.
And you can go buy cold. And you can go buy cold nachos. All right? You can go buy cold nachos across the border over there.
And that is all, y'all. It said he said. Hi, said he said. How are you?
Honestly, man, it's been a rough day. Up and down the state, but I'm good. I'm here. I'm breathing. You know what I mean? A little rough, but I'm managing. You know.
And to my left, your right. I am Walt. How you doing, buddy?
It's just another interesting Sunday.
Do you care to tell?
I've come across a lot of continuous trending topics that still manifest themselves in 2025 that I might, throw out and alley-oop and see if it gets any traction and motion. There might be, moments of like opinions or food for thought more than they are questions. So yeah, but other than that, I'm a bit, perturbed at situations involving money and work-related things. And hopefully you listeners don't have to go through this, mundane BS with places of work that also lack professionalism. Yeah.
Those are all red flags right there.
Facts. Yeah.
But
it's the type of ones that attract all the toxic women. The ones that go to work, can't really trust, but they'll smile at you like a new day. I mean, you can't really trust them. Maybe you could trust them for that
specific task,
or maybe for that, for that brief conversation. Maybe there is a moment of honesty, but don't expect flashes of honesty.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. All right.
Shout out to you, honest women. I got to separate you from the wolves.
Speaking about honesty, have you heard Giveon's new song "20s"?
I have not, but that's a different killer right there, man.
Hey, man.
And listen, man, unless he's turning over a new leaf in R&B singer.
Yeah, he's R&B singing. He ain't stopped. But that "20s" single.
Mm-hmm.
Remember my honest set list I had made? Slid it right in there.
Listen, I'm sure the record is exceptional, but the ball that he dropped on you know who, different.
What ball?
When he was with
When he long?
What's that beautiful chocolate woman?
Not SZA.
Not SZA. Justine Skye.
How do you mess that up, man?
The
She's an
singer?
R&B singer. How do R&B singers usually mess it up?
Just ask. Just ask. What's the guy's name?
Bruno-
Lucky Day.
Actually, I asked Bruno Mars because he be skiing the Alps, and now he's doing songs with Sexy Red, for God's sakes, just to pay off.
Hey! Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't
I'm
do
doing
that!
that. I'm doing that.
Don't do that! That
I'm doing
song's
that.
fire.
I'm doing that.
That song's fire.
I'm doing that. I'm doing that.
That song's fire. That's
I'm
a
doing
hit.
that.
It's a hit.
So Silk Sonic wasn't a hit, but this is okay. I'm sucking. We're done here. We're done.
Listen,
We're done.
no, Silk
We're
Sonic.
done.
Silk Sonic is made for gonna be there for a long time.
Unfortunately, he ruined it.
But what I mean with the Sexy Red single, that's for the clubs.
You could argue there's pandering there. You could argue there's agenda. The best record I will definitively say Bruno Mars has put out recently is the record he has with Lady Gaga. By far.
Oh, that one?
Oh yeah.
By far.
I like If I Was
See,
Your Man.
That song,
yeah.
I'm into it. I love that song.
I'm talking about recently.
Oh,
recently.
yeah.
Yeah. Recently. That record is amazing.
Yeah.
They should do an EP or something together.
Exactly.
I could safely say
Lady Gaga is like a chameleon.
Dude, but that song was fire.
Different gravy, man.
I know.
It's like something it reminds me of Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton singing
Hey,
"Island
man.
in the Stream."
You know.
That's how real it is.
You know. That's the GOAT right there.
That's how real it is.
Lady, you're my knight in shining armor, and I love you.
No, but
Man.
look up that song. I'm telling you.
Man.
You are
Song is
mine.
fire.
Like, you know, Lionel Richie wrote that for him.
Oh yeah,
right?
we know.
Oh, yeah.
You can hear it.
Say you.
Save me.
You can hear it. Same way you can hear Dolly Parton and when he says "I will always love you," you can hear it.
Remember what you told me about Rick James? About Rick James.
Lionel Richie. He's the next one up.
I showed him that video. I showed the video. Tells him the tour bus. Hey, I'm bringing my damn events right now. I can see the table. I'm like, holy crap! I was dying when I heard that story.
And then he turned to the guy.
Word? He left. He off the desk. Really look at the table.
He turned to old boy Lionel Richie.
That's it. We're going with him.
We're going with him.
And
Lionel
all the push
Richie.
Rick James had was gone. I think put it like a table literally.
Rick James was the reason that Party All the Time did not go number one. He was the reason it didn't go number one before it was written, bro.
Yo, man, like
Yeah.
Because Eddie Murphy tells that story vividly. They was snowed in.
Buffalo, yeah.
He made a bet with Richard Pryor for 100 yen
And Richard Price doesn't pay the bet.
and said he couldn't write a hit record. He wrote a hit record.
I bet you.
And this was when he went to Arsenio Hall years after the fact, and stuff like that. And he said, "Yeah, it would have been number one, but then that dude,
Things happen.
Lionel Richie had that record. You know, save me."
Nah, and,
For those that don't know, that what Ceddy said is talking about what Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. This song.
My God, it sounds epic.
Ooh, boy.
It sounds epic already, bro. How can you not be inspired by just the instrumental?
That's you want to fall in love type of song right there, man.
That's the kind of song you slow dance for somebody.
That's the type of song you lay up the pipe and just get some babies like a whole football team.
You slow dance on the dance floor.
Without question.
To me, that song is on a tier just like Daniel Caesar and Her's Best Part.
Mhm.
It's on that type of tier.
Yep.
It's just undeniable.
So yeah.
Oh, the one with Usher and her. The Color Purple soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love that song. Oh
There's
my
a couple of little slappers, low key
Ooh, love that
slappers
song.
that's been out right now
Facts.
recently.
But honestly, if you guys have a chance to watch Tales from the Tour Bus, the Rick James story, it's two-parter, and you would know the story. It's one of the craziest things I have seen in my life. Yo, Mike
Rick
Judge,
Chimes,
please bring
Rick
back Tales from the Tour
Jones
Bus.
is a wild boy. That's what I gotta say.
Dude, yo, I'm telling you, Mike Judge, if you listen,
You know how
please bring Tours on the Tour
over
Bus.
you got to be someone to turn around and look at their manager and be
Wait, word?
Lionel
Richie,
Richie. Yeah, you know how over someone and their ish you have to
He didn't
be.
get mad. He didn't get angry. He's like, Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie.
That is the coldest,
Oh,
like,
man.
F
Say
you
you,
I've seen
say
in my
me.
life. But you know what?
You know what that's equivalent of? That's the equivalent of what the third Hokage did to Orochimaru. You can't use your hands, bro. You getting sealed up right
Dude,
now.
I haven't seen a cutoff so bad since Adidas dropped Kanye. That's how real it was.
Yeah, but Kanye can still use his hands. Orochimaru couldn't use his hands for a minute.
Yeah.
Them
He had
things
to get
He was throwing no signs up. Trust me on this one. Yo.
Orochimaru when the third took his arms with him.
What happened to those hands? Yeah, I know.
You took I just not.
Hold that. You need to time out.
You need to chill out.
Like and then it didn't help matters either with Rick James when he went on a war against MTV, and rightfully so.
Yep.
Because they were being racist because they weren't playing black artists. The only people who were playing black artists was like people like Video Music Box and BET, and not all of us in this country at the time had BET access to BET because it was a DMV local cable company.
Yep.
And cable network. I mean, and Video Music Box was pretty much WNYC TV. Channel 31, for those who know.
It wasn't until David Bowie went on that interview
David Bowie
and said, what's up?
Well, how come we ain't playing black artists? But you know,
like we played to demographic. So
Sir David like to dip his tongue in some chocolate.
No, but he said, and then the guy, the DJ said, but we play to a certain demographic to play to Central USA. But then, how do you make things better in music if you only play one type of people?
See,
preach.
It sounds like someone learned it years ago that eventually became the guy over here in New York that was beefing with the other guy, saying how they caused a division among the New York hip hop scene.
Oh, do tell.
I blame Flex on this one, man.
Because that guy we're talking about, oh man, Ebro, he been around for a minute now.
You know what?
He been around for a minute now. He been outside for a long time. So he knows very well what MTV was doing back then.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
And rest in peace to Combat Jack. I listened to that episode where Ebro was on the show, and Combat Jack turned him a new a-hole. And rightfully so. Because you're gatekeeping a ton of artists who should be more than only local and should be on the radio. You're supposed to support local artists. They do in California, they do in Atlanta,
they do in Cali,
Houston.
down south, Chicago,
after
Detroit.
hours don't count. And I like
Texas,
Ebro, but after
everywhere.
hours don't count.
You know what?
We can't rely on Rosenberg to do it all the time.
Real talk.
The only person pushing the culture forward, and I gotta say it, give him his credit's due. I've been listening for almost 20 years. Real late with Peter Rosenberg.
I see. I just said you can't.
Yeah.
Rosenberg's doing it,
and that's it. That's what I can think of.
Also, DJ Drewski.
Yeah.
Who's been breaking other artists into the game too.
Rest in peace.
And regardless how you feel about him,
what's the name of the guy, the DJ who passed away?
Not Mr. C.
No. He was pushing people too, but it was what's his name? The Drama Hour.
Oh, K Slay.
K Slay. Rest in peace to him. And shout out to Pat Poos because he's still doing the Drama Hour on Rock the Bells Radio on Sirius XM. So shout out to Pat Poos for holding it down for K Slay.
Regardless how you feel about him, and he might be indifferent for some people, it's usually not really black and white. I've heard a lot of artists that Charlamagne the God has referenced over the years. On his platform.
Yeah.
A lot. Not just the ones that are bubbling and stuff
like
that.
No,
he's referenced a lot of them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because he was big on Tink, was big on Dolce, was doing a couple artists
early on 21 Savage.
Oh, no name.
Yeah.
So he's had his ears to the pavement per se.
And he gives his roses to the likes of Killer Mike, David Banner, and stuff like that a lot.
They deserve it because they did two guys from the South who pretty much matured more than any other people in the South. Let's keep it 100.
That's a fact. That's a big
Let's keep it real right now.
Really real talk. Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, because I love Luda, I love T.I., but they still like stuck in the early aughts in their material. So, actually, I can't say that for Luda because Ludaversal was an amazing, like, introspective personal album. So I can't say that about Ludacris. T.I. is hit or miss.
Luda looking like he hasn't aged.
You know what it is, man? You have a good wife.
Happy life, happy wife.
There you
Make
go.
sure you take care of yourself. You eat right.
Still doing the Fast and Furious movies. Working out.
Looks great.
Dude, he still has hair at 40, man. Like, for a black man that stuff hair, all that hair in his 40s, that's a blessing.
It's crazy.
So yeah.
So honestly, at the end of the day, man, truth be told, in the New York area, in terms of DJ and all that stuff, we need more people to push people.
That's the problem with New York.
And that's the problem because there's no community
New York
at
doesn't
all.
pop off. The last great pop-off guy we popped off in New York recently, I would say is Pop Smoke.
I would say him.
And then now you got 41 coming behind them.
I would say, what's the name? That guy from the Bronx, that singer?
Who?
Capella
Gray?
What? Who?
Not Fetty Wap's from Jersey.
No. The guy from the Bronx. He's a singer. But he was at the hip hop 40th, hip hop 50 concert.
Not Capella Gray. You talking about?
No, it's from the Bronx. No, what's his name? Damn.
A Boogie?
A Boogie with a hoodie. Yeah.
But I said the latest one.
Oh, latest? Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The latest guy was Pop Smoke.
And unfortunately,
2020.
Yeah.
He was the king of the castle.
Oh yeah, and unfortunately, he went out the way he went out was horrible.
Unfortunately. So New York doesn't try to produce their own. We rather hold them back and say, bro, now let them rock. And then
or bite other people's styles.
The guy right now who's really popping off New York is Cash Cobain.
Yeah.
With the sexy drill joints.
Oh yeah, without question. And that's the drill I like. You know what it is? You see in the clubs women are dancing to. That's when this shit's gonna pop off.
The problem with sexy drill, it's the same type of. You need something different,
like BPM and all that stuff.
Yeah. So he's trying to experiment with different things.
But at least he's trying. At least I'll give him that. At least he's trying because honestly, the way things are right now, you gotta differentiate from the crowd.
Yeah,
especially in New York, in order to pop.
Him and Bay Swag, another artist.
My thing is like, I'm big, especially me on like given the degree of music I'll be listening to. I'm big on not putting artists in boxes or making them feel like what they do can be beyond where they're from. But at the same time, I do miss the history and the time where music was regional.
You know what?
I do.
I agree. I agree. Because
it's a hit or miss.
You know what it is? I think it started to change. The whole regional thing started to change, and people blended in the early aughts because everybody wanted to do the southern thing. Fat Joe was going to the south. Diddy was going to the south and trying to get that southern. Hell, you had Bad Boy South for freak's sake.
Yeah,
like, you had all of that. You had
the South took
Def Jam South.
South had it. What did Andre D. Stack say? The South got something to say.
And ever since '94.
Yep. Fast forward.
They should never booed him for Best New Artist. They rightfully deserve the award. I don't care what anybody says. They rightfully deserve the award.
Who did win against that year? Who did win against?
I think it was like probably Wu-Tang and some other groups. I'd have to look at the list.
Honestly, going against Wu-Tang is going to be kind of hard.
But if you look at the first two bodies of work,
that first two bodies of work at that time,
Southern Playlistic Catalog, Southern Playlistic something music. And then I think it was that project.
Southern Playlistic Cadillac Music. Yeah,
it was that album, and I think they put out 8 Aliens in '96, but the social was in '95. They rightfully deserve the award. They put numbers on the board and they have great records. My point of view when I say I missed the time when it was regional is because an artist's music, depending where they're from, was very region based, still to a degree, and some influences. But gradually they started experiencing with different things. Now a lot of these artists are going for what is the sound for them to jump on to break on through.
But then you know what it is?
That's my issue.
But you have artists like Larry June. You have people like Currency. You have people like
Currency forever's gonna do
Anthony Danza.
I agree.
Who all have regional sounds to them. Like, and Larry June especially from California, from the Bay Area. That dude, oh my God,
man, you threw me a loop with Larry June.
I
still have some of the singles on my
dude.
My
the one song he
on
did
here.
with what's her name? Friday name. Days Loaf. The song he did with it. Oh my God, that song was a big.
She's another one.
Another Day, Part 1. Awesome song. And Anthony Danza, he's doing his thing as well. Like throwing back to the old school vibe and all that stuff. And he can spit.
And this is the reason why I keep telling people, especially these new artists, I want myself to pop. No,
be genuine.
Focus on your fan base. Focus on your music. They will follow you wherever you go.
Exactly.
And cultivating your sound. Like even Drake didn't just jump from like trap on the first album.
No.
He gradually went. It gradually happened, you know?
Like he was originally like
a backpack kind of rapper kind of guy.
He was. I remember the days he did songs with
So Far
Tanya
Gone.
Morgan. From Right to Left. A lot of people don't know that track. I know that track. And Tanya Morgan was a banger group. And then as soon as Drake did his thing, he just went from that mixtape, and then the rest was history.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, like honestly, there's a lot of artists out there who are amazing. HB Been Dope, who is an amazing artist from up here in New York, and he's rapping his butt off. A young kid, he's amazing. I love that dude. Look him up. HB Been Dope.
Check him out.
So go ahead, man.
We had that going on. Care to bring up the ASAP Rocky thing? You want to wait?
Oh, I'm glad he got off, man. Well, his boy.
I'm happy about that
because we never discussed it as a group. ASAP Rocky.
I'm glad he
no. Like I said, I'm from the standpoint of like I was looking beyond the career or endorsements he could have lost. I'm looking at the standpoint of like
freedom,
bro. This is you. This woman at this point is like the love of your life, and you have children. I was looking at that. You have children. The last thing he needs to happen is that case go the other way, and by the time he gets out, his infants are grown men.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's how I was looking at
it. And the kids will be okay because of Rihanna. But
yeah, they'll be okay, but you're not gonna have your father at the house.
Exactly.
Yeah. I always said when it came to that case, he is so lucky.
Facts.
His wife, got him.
Not the wife got him, bro. Usually, if you cause harm to somebody and they're alive to testify against you,
or you're cooked.
You're always cooked.
Facts.
The person's alive. They're pointing at you. Yes, you.
You did it.
Like if I assaulted Ceddy said,
yeah,
and said it went on the stand. Yes, DJ Intence, he himself.
Put it right
There's a camera right here. Look at him. He's hitting me with he's assaulting me.
And then the lawyer is gonna keep driving. The lawyer is gonna ask questions for you to drive the point home even further.
Yes.
And stuff
the prosecutor.
Like that,
I'm like, bro, and mind you, I don't think he testified.
I think that's
probably which guy?
Rocky.
That was probably the best.
So he didn't testify
situation for him.
And usually when you don't testify, it's all you're donezo too.
Yeah, you're dead in the water. Oh, okay. Now that we're mentioning that part, I'm telling you, all the young dudes who are Rocky supporter and beyond who sees what happened, do not believe this will go your way.
Yes.
Do not believe this will go your way.
You're gonna walk up.
These are the rare exceptions.
With the play gun, and nah.
Because here's the thing: the best thing he had going for was a great defense team.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all don't have the bankroll he has because Rihanna by your side.
At the end of the day, like I was telling my other homies about this whole case, what was a prop gun? Prop gun, schmop gun, a water pistol. If I'm in fear of my life,
there's intent.
There's intent.
You know?
And I don't give a damn if it's a prop gun or not. I'm fearful of my life.
Seriously.
It don't matter if it was a fake gun or not. It's still the fear of my life. I don't know if that's fake gun or not.
One, you don't know if it's fake gun
I don't.
And also, you guys have issues. You guys have issues that led to altercation.
All this right here. So he's fortunate.
Extremely
very fortunate. But then you turn around, what's this goofball do? Get on stage and drop these lines right here.
Yeah,
and I'm like, bruh, why you gotta do all that for, man?
Should have went back in the house.
And this is what I said after the case happened. I said, bruh, either Rocky's gonna stay home, relax,
and then
or
get to baby number 3.
He's gonna turn up and be even worse than before. And now it's the latter of the two.
Dude, it can be almost. You almost served 20 years.
Yes, and he had a plea deal again with like 2 months.
Yeah,
and like 6 months of probation, which is easy street.
You know, in order for the fact that his own people told a mistruth, he lied. Understand? He would have been 20 years. In.
Yeah.
So ASAP Relly, he could eat all the
ASAP Relly, all y'all lucky.
Remove that ASAP from his name right now.
He is lucky.
Let me find that thing.
No, I'm looking to the episode right now, Ducky of the Day, when ASAP Relly got Ducky of the Day for lying on the stand about on ASAP Rocky.
You see what I'm talking about?
So this is what
did Rocky say?
He said on his new song.
Pause it.
Yeah, pause it.
Hold on, y'all.
On the court. I want to clean them up on the bench.
So yes, so back to what we were talking about with Rocky. Before Walt goes,
I've been like, really?
Ceddy said, what do you have to say about
ASAP Telly? That's what we call him, man. ASAP Telly. Don't even call him now. You can't call him ASAP anymore.
I'm telling you, he's lucky.
If the DA was to give him a perjury charge, he could do that.
They wanted to.
Because, he just said on record that I'm trying to get 30 bands, 30 million, 30 M's.
Trying to shake down?
Trying to shake down your own people.
Listen, man, you assaulted me, bro. You like getting civil or criminal?
Listen, Hov was like, no more shakedowns. Really, I got no more shakedowns. I'm going to say, my goddess. No more shakedowns.
Can you believe that? Some of your own people, though, you know what the most dangerous thing to have right now when you're successful and all that stuff
Is what?
is having people who want to pray for your downfall be your own people.
Guess what?
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
As the lawyer said.
Like
You want how much?
for the M's.
I'd be like, I can get T-shirts with your face on it for less.
But dude, know what it is though? But here's the thing though. Now here's the thing now. So now,
Like, people die for less, bro.
yep.
I'm just saying.
I see people getting knocked
die
down
for-
for chopped
people-
cheese.
People get knocked out for bacon, egg, and cheese not made all
Yeah.
the right
Hey,
way.
Thanks.
How you want to go about this,
Oh
player?
yeah.
Yeah, facts, man.
Yo, all I want to say is this to Tell. Yo, man, I hope you have a safe place to be in Harlem because I'm telling you, things ain't looking good for you because I know you lost an ASAP name now. You're done.
He ain't Harlem no more.
Listen,
But-
man, I'd have been like, yo,
No disrespect to the ASAP mob, and you may call me a cynic or whatever, but ever since Yams died,
Yeah, it kind of fell apart.
it kind of fell apart because he was the guy keeping it all together.
And you know what it is? You're right, because a lot of these people have fallen off because two of them were fashion designers, and two of them had fallen off because they want to claim some brand for their own. And
You mean the V?
yeah,
That thing's popping.
it still is.
Yeah.
But the two of the members of ASAP Mob had beef because they thought somebody owns it over the other one, and then he got boxed out. But again, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do much in order to contribute to the design of the clothing. So
Yeah.
it's like you got to go.
The V shirt. It's like I think it's vlog or whatever they call it.
yeah.
But yeah. But
I mean, like some of these guys are dead weight, and unfortunately, Raleigh, he's kind of dead weight.
he's like I said, ASAP Rocky is lucky. Because had it been just a regular upstanding citizen,
yeah,
he's going down.
it's out of here.
I don't give a damn how sleazeball the person is.
I've
You are in trouble for that.
been like, really? He'd be like, you're part of the episode 30 years ago. Yo, I ain't trying to get to this season finale, man.
So yeah. So Walt,
Yeah.
you said that Rocky was on stage doing what now? 'Cause- so Rocky was at where was he at?
He had a new song, and there was like a video of him like on a pilot, and he out here, doing his rap thing, and stuff like that. And then at some point he says, I ain't on J. Cole, I ain't on Drake, I ain't on Kendrick's side. I choose homicide. They gonna see a different side.
Hey Walter.
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
Fire, my boy.
You know when Drake says he has to take a breath before he gets serious?
When he gets on the record.
Yeah. Listen, coming from a guy who was really online for the blogging era and these mixtapes
Malone, it's the brand.
and these
There you go.
mixtape albums structured as free albums,
Like Soul Tape from
cohesive,
Fabulous.
cohesive and everything, coming from a guy who championed ASAP Rocky very early, who bought his debut
Nostalgia
album and
Ultra.
stuff like that.
Frank
who-
Ocean.
who has among the best production you'll ever hear. Shout out to Clams Casino. You're still goated in my eyes.
Oh yeah, and here's the story. Malone was founded by ASAP Bari and ASAP K
Yep.
brothers, and unfortunately, because of ASAP Bari's past legal issues, they had to drop Bari.
See? You can't stay out the way.
Listen. As I always say, in anything of especially at the pro level, it's levels to this.
Yes.
There's a big three. If there was ever a fourth party we was considering it, you're nowhere near that at this point.
And the legal issues were he is a sexual
What wasn't that? Did he sexually assault somebody?
sex offender, convicted
Ooh.
sex offender.
Yeah.
ASAP Bari,
Yeah, something like that.
underage.
Something with a regular schmegular chick from around the way. At the end of the day, bro, like I said, you cannot handle good responsibilities.
No.
Prime example, Beanie Siegel and Jay-Z. When Jay-Z understand, he said, "No, I can't look after Beans." People was coming after Jay-Z like nobody's business.
Be like, Jay, you a sucker. I always knew you was a snake. And stuff like that. Nah, people come out their face talking crazy about Jay and stuff like that. He said, no. And this comes back to like, listen, Jay was at a point where he was getting into rooms that none of them else could go. Why am I trying to mess up that cachet by doing this? I could have crashed out myself early on, and I know what I could lose. You not afraid to lose stuff. At this point, I'm invested not in just money, but I'm invested in power.
You know what?
And influence.
You know what? You just influenced me. I know what I'm talking about.
You know?
Episode. But yeah. So, ASAP Rocky, calm down, bro.
It's levels to this.
Levels to this right here.
Levels to this.
Okay.
Don't give Aubrey reasons to bar you up,
Don't give anybody any reason to bar you up.
especially those three.
Okay. Because they'll be like, you talking?
Shoot. And plus, solo album aside, Cole might need to redeem himself. No, Cole definitely needs to redeem himself. He definitely needs to redeem himself. Stay out of that light skin's way for sure, and stuff like that, because he still got that black mark on that resume. To be honest with you, but Aubrey is just the Rihanna angle is one thing, but if he don't, I know there are other angles he could come at you at, and you ain't gonna like. Leave that alone, man. Cause I like you, A$AP Rocky. I really do. I like your music. I like that you're winning, that you found your love. Cause seeing you in love with Rihanna, it looks good on you.
It does.
It looks good on you. It looks like you guys are understanding each other. There's you guys are kindred spirits, and you guys have two beautiful children.
Yep.
But with Rocky getting Rihanna as like the hood guy getting like the supermodel chick.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like, all right, anything's possible.
And not only that,
Right or wrong.
Right.
put the volume down a little bit.
I'm in Harlem myself soon.
Come on down, baby. They're waiting for you, player.
I'll see you Sunday.
You know what's the difference between the likes of Rihanna and the rest of the field? She has all the money, all the banking, but her core values is very rooted from her roots and stuff like that.
Yep, there it is.
The core value is very rooted from the roots. Yes, A$AP got his own bag, doing his own thing, hustling and all that stuff.
But his own mom was old school too with it too. His mom is down to earth, chill, strict woman too.
But I'd find it hard to believe that A$AP is not leading that relationship.
Oh, he's not leaving.
Not leaving, but I would find it very hard to believe that he's not leading that relationship.
I think it's a dual.
It's 100
partnership.
But they understand with each other.
But here's the thing: there are women in Rihanna's position that would want to wear the pants and want to be led.
Honestly, and I hear that, but with her, something like that, with kids involved and all that stuff, it has to be a partnership for it to work.
No, when kids involved, yeah. But the thing is, I don't think she's the type of woman that would do anything to try to emasculate him.
Yeah, that's the key thing. You're right. Absolutely right. And you're absolutely right. She has that.
A lot of women can learn from that. It's beyond the fact that he's just a rapper, got his own money. Because we all know
she's a billionaire.
Most women in that position would try to get with someone with more money than her, if not beyond.
Right. Don't get me wrong. A$AP's worth $20 million.
He's doing as well.
I'm not pocket watching.
I'm not pocket watching at all.
I just stated about what Forbes tell the people.
This is just an observation.
She's a billionaire, and she could have easily went for somebody who makes more money. But at the end of the day, you need someone who's genuine.
She wasn't willing to compromise who she wanted to be with and who she was in love with because of
money. Exactly.
Yeah. And that's real.
If you can't be real with somebody you love with, then that love is not real.
Who can you be real with?
That's exactly.
A fact. So early on, you brought up Jay-Z, right?
Yeah.
And I've been holding on the story for long enough.
Mm-hmm.
Talk your talk.
So there was an interesting post on Instagram and on Twitter talking about Jovito. And I've been trying to get to the story for a while now.
What, that woman sued him?
No, F that. You want to talk about that? We can.
No, she's a fraud. Let's skip that noise. Doing no shot at all. Screw that lady.
I want Bugs B to be brought down to the point where what's coming out of his pockets is confetti.
Oh,
to be honest,
that's gonna happen. He's
pocket lint.
He's gonna run his pockets dry.
So now we gotta make an example out of it because we can't allow these lawyers to be brave anymore.
So
lawyers like you, yo.
So my story is about Jay-Z. So we know Jay-Z is now officially the world's richest musician, but his empire is beyond music. Jay-Z is the world's richest musician with a net worth of $2.5 billion. He's won around 25 Grammys, but only 3% of his wealth comes from music, while the other 97% come from his business decisions. As we know, Jay-Z had to break the mold to be where he is at today. Hov started by selling CDs from his car after leaving high school to pursue a music career full-time. Nobody wanted to sign him, so he craftily created his own to be where he's at today. In 95, Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and Kareem Brooks Brooke, would create Rockefeller Records. And then Jay-Z would drop Reasonable Doubt. Since they owned the label, they owned their own masters and everything else. As time progressed, the label grew and turned into signing acts like Kanye West, Beanie Siegel, Memphis Bleak, Emilion, Young Guns. They would have, who else was on there? Freeway, PD Crack, Cameron was
Tierra Marie.
Tierra Marie. So they had a long, Rockefeller was long.
Plethora of artists, and then it got crazy towards the very end.
Okay. And others out there. Still not content. In 99, Rockefeller was created, but in 2007, Jay-Z sold it for $204 million while retaining a stake in its future's growth. In 2006, Hov invested into the Armandon de Briac, Ace of Spades, until 2014, he bought it outright. In 2012, he partnered with Bacardi to create Douce. In 2015, he bought Tidal. And then in 2018, as well, he created Rock Nation. And then in 2013, he partnered with Samsung to drop the Magna Carta Holy Grail album. Was that exclusively the Sprint, or just that was on all Samsung phones?
Samsung phones.
I think it was both.
Cause I remember it was at the Sprint store. You can get the album if you're a Sprint customer.
I'm pretty sure it was exclusively the Sprint and Samsung.
Okay.
I think it was a partnership with Samsung, Sprint, and Jay and stuff like that. He talked about it around the time he put out on when he was promoting on Breakfast Club, where eventually it crashed. Like, we didn't expect like 20 million people to do this, and it crashed like that. And some people didn't get to listen to the album the way they wanted to listen to by getting this phone, and stuff like that. So it was a very innovative idea. Because
I remember me working at Sprint during that time. I was like, this is going to be something huge.
It definitely changed the rules on how the RIA had to go
because
about
he was feuding with the RIA. He's all right. I'm gonna get $1 million right now. Watch this.
And there were haters saying like, oh, that's kind of cheating because he's securing. He's pretty much going platinum before releasing.
Listen, man,
don't hate the play.
Don't exactly.
Hate the game.
Remember what Prince did with his album?
Facts.
For every concert ticket you bought, you got an album.
Yeah, there's been a lot of creative ways about people going like one of my favorite Radiohead albums is in Rainbows and stuff like that. They had put it on the internet and they're saying they pretty much recorded and mastered and everything. It's a great body of work and say pay what you want for it.
Yeah. And people paid what they wanted and they still made millions of dollars.
So why is it any different for Jay-Z to go about how he wants to go about it?
And I'm pivoting right now, but I'm gonna swing back. That's why I love Bandcamp.
Yeah. Bandcamp is great. I think I bought like Songo's projects off of Bandcamp. I
recently bought Teddy Swims album off Bandcamp.
I'm with it.
It was like $5, and I get a direct streamline right to my phone and get to download whatever I want whenever I want to download the album again. I think I also bought a certain remix was sold on Bandcamp, and I think Four Corners has sold his song on Bandcamp. And things like pay $1. I was like, whatever, $1 here.
Honestly, put the phone down.
Go ahead.
A little bit. Artists, whether you guys are up and coming, independent, got a buzz, established, whatever the case may be, if you're in a position where you're able to, use your money to record your albums, get it mixed, engineered, and mastered, and the next phase would be to have a Bandcamp website or something equivalent to it where you're getting the majority of the money and then you guys just distribute it to your team. Because yes, we could stream it, but if you guys could still get a good lion's share of that, invested fans have no problem in investing in your work, knowing that you're getting it, just like they have no problem going to your shows. There's nothing wrong with using some of these sites that are not necessarily Spotify and Apple Music. Yes, I understand being part of these playlists and algorithms can lead to other things, but at the end of the day, you're trying to get paid and recognized of something you do at a level that others cannot do.
Like Teddy Swims' album, it's like I said, I got it off of Bandcamp.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, that's direct to consumer.
Yeah, like nobody. It's as if a lot of them, even the ones that have visibility, it's like they don't look at a guy or even look at a guy like Ryan Leslie.
Yeah.
Ryan Leslie is a perfect example of what I'm talking about.
Him, Devon Terrell,
Russ.
direct to consumers.
Why not? There's nothing wrong with that.
And you put it on, Bandcamp, whatever platform you put it at, for the low.
I look crazier putting a facade of things that I don't actually have versus being in a position like Russ where that he owns it. That house, that big house, he owns it. Them plaques you see over there, that's him.
Yeah.
That's him. This ain't no machine. He is the machine.
Yep.
Like so my thing is just like the ones that are really, really into music and from like the fans and the ones that are really into music that put a high quality of music out. Again, there's distro, there's Bandcamp, there's PayPal. There's so many avenues for you to put your work, and people who are already invested as listeners will invest and buy these projects because we all want to be part of an experience.
You know that when you go to someone's page, link in my bio, click the link.
That's what I'm saying. That's another part of the conversation too. I'm sure there's money to be made for all these links and stuff like that. And there are probably all these companies that want to be part of the ads and, associate themselves with you. So my thing is just like, y'all need to understand, y'all hold the power beyond these award shows, these labels, these big music streaming services. They don't function without y'all.
Pretty much.
And what's dope about Teddy's films, I believe he's part of his own label. He owns it all.
I love it. That's how it should be.
Do you know that his song was #1 last year on the Billboard 100?
I did not know.
Lose Control?
As it should be. It's a great record. People love it. It's relatable. And again, it's creating so many moments for people in like different ways. So yes, the whole TikTok stuff helped, but I'm not about to go back and forth with a person that tells me they can't necessarily tell me what the price of a stream is, but then look in my face but then I get a notification saying, "Oh, Spotify just made $500 billion or whatever the case may be."
That's why you see people like Snoop Dogg pulling music off of Spotify right now because he only made like 20, 30, 40 million, $40,000 on his streams.
So they dictate the price of what every spin is, but they can't tell me exactly how much my payout is. Make it make sense.
That's why I can't blame people for knocking their stuff off of streaming labels.
Well, it's a double-edged sword. Yes, you're not getting paid the proper than getting a physical copy, but it keeps you relevant still. That's why old acts never die. Because of the internet, and streaming services, old acts will never die.
He's right, though. You're right. But it's just like in there just too. That's the problem, though.
But if you go on tour and you own the whole, own everything, you'll be all right.
But a lot of artists can say that, though.
So if I could be immortalized on the airwaves, and anytime you press play, and that's not feeding the future generations from my lineage to come, what does it matter?
I'm just saying, bro.
Yo.
So let me finish right here. All along, while maintaining his personal brand and building upon it, 6 takeaways you can learn is always bet on yourself. Own your work. Take responsibility. Expand wisely. Use partnerships. And learn to sustain wealth. Jay-Z used his one gift of music to skate into several different streams of income. Also, which I didn't know, Jay-Z also invested into Uber before they went public in 2011 and 2013.
So Beyonce made a big bag because of that and stuff like that. They was on it way before, and like I told you with Gary V and his guy, and stuff like that.
Gary V missed the boat.
His mans came to him twice.
Yes,
and he had the money, and he said no.
You don't. Goof.
And missed the boat. So Hov is sitting pretty because Uber went public, and I'm sure he has.
Yeah,
I just like kind of sick to his stomach.
And that's a problem I think a lot of people have.
Don't see the vision.
Have with Jay, his ability to pivot. Because I remember I forgot who brought it up. They said like, well, you could just manage Rihanna and just make money through her. He said, I have expensive tastes. So when you said he's only making 3%
of his wealth comes from music,
that explains everything.
Yep,
that explains everything.
So when you have a boss gas hanging in your house, that's worth millions,
worth millions of dollars, and the art's gonna keep going up. It doesn't depreciate.
So it's hilarious to me when people who were once cool with Jay, associated with Jay, always talking about he's all about the bag. Duh.
He said it from the jump.
and stuff like that. I don't.
He said it from jump.
He said I don't work that hard just to stay the same. He
He
told us on reasonable doubt, and you trying to criticize a man for telling us what it was about. Meanwhile, your man Killer Cam is out here airing you out on Front Street about your bougie taste levels out here and stuff like that. Trying to sun dudes who own their stuff and stuff like
He's
that.
coming after. He went after Ocho,
He-
which I didn't like that. And that
No.
thing between him and Jimmy, I'm like, bro, y'all gotta let lion dogs lie, bro.
No, I'm talking about the Dame one. He talking about the Dame's extravagant. You
Oh.
know, he said, "Listen, if I was doing some of the things that Dame was doing, I would be hustling even harder." If you listen to the rant he was on about Dame Dash and his expensive ways, what?
Dude,
And
we watched the
and he got the
MTV
nerve
crew.
to about Jay only being about the bag, bruh. What Killer Cam was saying about Dame has Dame looking crazy with his expensive taste.
bro, we watched the MTV special when he wore a T-shirt one time and threw it away.
Yeah.
That's some of the things that he was referring to. That's only he said
A small part of it.
he said even those things that I'm telling you is light compared to the other things I'm not telling you.
I can only imagine.
Bro, listen, if you pull up that clip, I don't know if you saw it.
I never seen it.
If you pull up that clip and hear what Killer Cam was saying about Dame and his expensive habits and how he would raise his nose at other people because of how they were maintaining their lives,
You remember?
you will look at Dame different.
Oh yeah,
As
he's
a
right.
matter of fact,
Pull it up.
Once we take another break, I'm gonna pull it up.
You
I'm gonna
remember
pull it up.
when he said to 50, $1 million not a lot of money. What?
I see it now. I see it now. Like now, like whoa. What was I thinking?
What?
And then he said, and Dame has no money
Oh,
now.
he broke. He broke as a joke
Well,
right now.
Yeah.
He's rich people broke, but he's poor people rich.
Bro, he can't fix it. He can't have his own gums corrected, man. He had dentures and stuff like that.
That was a bad
That
look.
was a super bad look,
I didn't
yeah.
like how he looked on there. But
Bro,
you know what's
wait.
crazy?
I hope I don't go out like that, man. I pray to God I don't go out like that.
Because prior to that rant that Cam went on, way prior to that rant that Cam went on, he was out here saying, ha ha ha, that's why I still own this amount of your masters. And then when it was time to get real buyers, invested interest, and he was gonna promise, the whole Rockefeller chain, right? And then he didn't get nobody to come through and buy it for what he was
Jay
asking
blocked it.
for. Then
But Jay didn't block it. Jay just told him, listen, man, you can own it,
Jay
but
just told him the truth. Listen, but like X amount of time it's gonna be mine.
it'd be mine.
And then when he didn't get, what he wanted, he then tried to make it seem like, oh, nobody's really checking for Jay. Nah, play it. That's not how this works. Don't put this on Jay. Don't say they put this on Jay and stuff like that. He said now to say has, and he's like, well, I still don't understand the play. Well, you gonna find out. I'm telling you that. The play you ain't understand, man. That guy
But
should
yeah.
already mapped.
Shout out to Hove, man. Shout out to Hove.
man.
When I read that, I was like,
Strategic pivots, bro.
that's why I wish I would have came to when I went to the Earn Your Leisure event. And the one guy said, I remember hearing verbatim, he said that you are enough. That was one thing he said, you are enough, and use your one talent to skill into several different things. Hove did it.
Oh yeah.
And that's my thing when people try to play Jay-Z like he ain't nice. I was like, he was able to pivot to these other things because he was this great at rapping and conveying the message and being able to transcend that and pivot to other things, right? You can't pivot to other things if you're not excelling in one major thing, right?
Yeah.
Like so when people try to play him off, I respect him for a business. No, stupid. He was great at this. He's great at this. There's no respecting his business acumen. You don't respect business acumen because it didn't start that way. That's not what it the way it started was with him with the music and the mastery of words and telling a
I
story.
can see you be getting so mad at people when they talk about Jay-Z like that.
Because they don't know what they're talking about and stuff like that. Do you listen to music or do you skim through it? That's
People
the
listen to the beats,
problem.
dude. People listen to the beats.
That's the
all.
problem and stuff like that. And then they try to tell you. Then they try to tell you who's nice. I'm like, no, you just came outside yesterday.
Yo,
what are you
I
talking
remember
about?
my man told me somebody told him, he said, "Oh, that's why Ice Spice is better than Jay-Z." I look back at the
Excuse me?
What?
Excuse me? Come again? I heard something creaks in my ear.
Did the chandelier from a 5-star hotel just fall? Like, what? What?
Yeah, he's like, that's why Ice Spice is better than Jay-Z. Jay-Z could never see Ice Spice on the stage. You see the numbers right now?
Of course, because she wouldn't be on the stage next to Jay-Z. What, rapping? What are you talking about?
What are we talking about?
Yo, I watched this man do a whole B-side concert, bro.
Sure. Yeah.
Jay-Z could walk outside and do his C-side singles.
They shouldn't be in the same conversation. If I play 10 Ice Spice records, you would think you listen to the same song. If I play 10 Jay-Z records, you'd be like, oh my God, he's a chameleon.
Man's different, man. That's what I gotta
Stop
say.
it. Don't. We can't.
How he come to your face and say that, man?
We can't put certain people at certain tables with certain people. Man, shut your mouth.
Like, what are we talking about?
Shut your mouth.
Like, what are we talking about?
I looked at it, I was like, what? Okay.
Like, come again? I heard something crazy in my ear. Like, what are we doing?
He said, you got your story, man.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I heard something crazy in my ear, man. I just hear that Ice Spice.
You see what happened?
I'm
just combobulated right now. Like,
there is no yellow sun. There's no way on Earth or any other planet I could ever entertain this conversation.
Yes, you can.
You know,
you're here right now.
Nothing else is new under the sun. I get that. But listen, man, if that ever happened, man, I
think the room on some LeBron James. Put on the mic and
we're gonna talk about that later on too.
All right,
we're gonna talk about. I got all the smoke.
Oh man,
listen, man,
I got all the smoke for that one. Right there.
Oh man,
all right,
I ain't like it.
Oh man, listen, man. That kid been doing a lot of shucker-ish, man. Yo.
You got something for me?
I got you right now, man.
Yeah, I got something for you.
Gotta go into politics on this right now, guys. So you know what it is.
We're waiting for you.
Politics as usual. Wow.
Not as usual because it's just going out of hand right now. Like we're going to war against Canada right now because of this dumb muckalacka right here, man. Want to make Canada the 51st state.
I just want to make a clear thing. I'm not interested in war with Canadians at all. I appreciate the Maple Leaf. My one time going there, I had a very, very, very good time, even though it was cold during the night, but it happened during the summer. And I look forward to, charming a lot of you Canadian women out there. That's just my piece.
I will say this. I have family in Toronto, I have family in Quebec. And I have nothing but love for my family from the north. You know what I mean? Y'all got my love. You know who I am. I appreciate y'all for helping me grow up to be the man I am today.
Shout out to Doug Ford. I believe you. I know you're not trying to turn the power off.
Bro,
I know your hands being forced. I really believe the things that you were saying. You came across very genuine. Yeah, I know you want both countries to prosper, but I understand that this guy's putting more on your plate than it should be. So if you might have to throw some trash out the wayside, it's nothing personal.
Yeah, we understand.
I don't want my electric bill going up.
Unfortunately, it's going to because you're living in New York, buddy.
I know.
It's either up or turn off the lights and light a candle.
Turn them off!
That cartoon, turn off those lights! Like, on some real ish, man. Like, honestly, so people in Canada, man, I know you got to do what you got to do. You got all our liquor, and the people in Kentucky are hurting right now because
they're hurting bad.
Super bad.
They're hurting real bad because they're getting hit from both ways with the tariffs because some of the products they use to sell the bottles they get import from Canada, and you're losing because you can't sell your liquor in Canada.
Yep. And here's the kicker.
And I don't know. And what about Europe? They put a tariff, and then China said no to whiskey too.
Yep. So American
China
whiskey
said no to soybeans,
and bourbon.
What else? Bourbon, and what another thing they said no to?
A lot of our corn, a lot of our wheat.
Yeah.
Like,
so now there's stuff. There's piles of stuff that we can't sell.
And mind you, this schmeghead
Thank you.
has blocked all our stuff to go over to USA. So therefore, all that food's going to waste. So instead of helping a couple of black and brown countries from having their people starve to death,
forget black and brown countries.
F them. So pretty much
the world,
they're going full on racist mode and it's biting them in the ass. I keep telling people this: racism is expensive, but you see people all the time online being racist as hell, and look what happened, it cost them their jobs. Well, guess what? This administration being racist as hell to the point that they are erasing black and brown people from the Arlington Cemetery website. Like, I'm telling you, racism is going to be very, very costly in America because look at what happened in Nebraska. They're about a few months away from going bankrupt. Like, they're having a $400 million shortage
All I know
because all the money, all the leadership lost from U.S. aid.
Yeah.
all I know
U.S. aid and dealing with exports.
Yep.
All I know is if Doug Ford turns off the electricity that compromises the heat, I gotta watch a lot more Iceman Hoff videos to get used to the cold.
I'm gonna say this. Here's the thing people
Cold
realize.
water, bro.
People don't realize how much we get from Canada. People don't realize how much stuff we get from our lumber, steel, aluminum.
Just world trade in general.
No, but I'm trying to tell you from Canada alone.
Yeah, Canada's right next door.
You
But
can't build our timber. You can't build houses with the timber we have here in America.
Because the timber here sucks.
Because timber in Canada is built because of the winters. It's stronger oak, stronger pine, stronger.
The geographical location of the wood from up there.
In the winters, especially the winters, have made those wood damn near like Ford tough. And you cannot get that here in America at all.
See, people don't understand that the world is more connected than ever before.
And for us,
and they're trying to go back and where we do everything else.
We can't.
You can't.
We really can't.
The world's connected.
It's foolish thinking.
Yes.
The problem. But here's the issue.
Yeah.
The problem is not exploitation. It's extraction.
Yeah.
They want to extract the resources from different people and different cultures, and just leave them out of it and
give nothing back.
Give nothing back and leave them there to just be obsolete.
And it's over. This is over.
And my thing is like, you can't do that. That's why I'm so happy with the dude from at this moment in time where Ibrahim Traore, even though there's been 18 assassinations, Burkina Faso right at this moment is thriving and only going to continue to thrive.
10 toes down
and stuff like that.
Look at all these African countries saying, "Nah, we want our resources back."
Of course they do. Of course they do.
Yes, they do.
Because you guys came here. You built your batteries through us. We're not getting nothing back. Like chocolate.
Right.
Yep. And speaking of which, this week starts the Nestle boycott.
About time.
So
they're the worst ones.
Oh,
Do you know that I think they said that the chocolate that's harvested from Nestle and company,
slave labor,
90% of it is from it's such a child's hand.
Yeah.
Chocolate 90%, and the ones that are safe and free, their prices are astronomical because it's hard to get it.
And add to the fact that they are forcing small villages in Africa and in Asia to get the kids on formula, even though they don't have no clean water because they threw away all the clean water.
Yeah,
bro. When I went to that job fair, right, as I was going, I was reading some of the things that are happening in the Congo right now.
It's nasty work. It's a civil war going on right there.
Disturbing, bro.
There's a civil war going on in Congo right now.
And the blood
nasty work.
It's rough.
And they're gonna need these African countries to unite to help them to pull them out of that.
But they know you almost had it with Gaddafi, and they killed that dude.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
they weren't about that with Gaddafi.
Because if he would have turned the currency to gold, and linked all of Africa, it made it easier for them to travel around Africa. Because that's another conversation too. It's hard for Africans to travel within Africa.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's disgusting. Had he done that,
it'd be the richest continent on the planet.
It would have been the Great Depression for the USS.
Oh yeah,
it would have been.
It has Fort Knox and all that stuff. A lot of gold. Not enough gold to box with the continent of Africa.
No,
and they were laughing at him when he was when he was talking some real business.
Yeah.
They ain't laughing now.
Other nations weren't laughing.
Them dudes ain't laughing right now.
Yeah, they're going like, oh snap.
Yeah.
And now look what happened now with BRICS. BRICS is doing the same thing, like with Brazil, Russia, India, China, and
all because
who's S? Who's S again? Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
I think Saudi Arabia.
The Saudi with the BRICS. That's real. That's a real thing.
And
with
I
the
think,
BRICS.
honestly, truth be told, I think because Trump is stopping such in this country in order for BRICS to rise up. I really believe that.
Listen, my whole this is my thing, right? Like, my thing is like, I think racism aside and all that other stuff aside, if we could do business money wise, barter and all that other stuff with different cultures, why wouldn't you want to do it? Now, if there's one people that just don't like
white people,
this group of people for crazy reasons, then they got to be on an island by themselves and figure it out.
To them as it's back to the Isle of Caucasus.
Figure it out.
Seriously, you got to go.
But my thing is to learn and exchange information from different cultures connects us and makes us realize we're more alike than we are different.
And here's the kicker. Guess what number white people make in this country, in this world? Guess what number? Percentage. Guess what percentage?
I think it's
In the world?
In the world.
It's not as high as it once was.
Nope. It's like
It's never been high.
less than 7. It's less than 10%.
Never been high.
Less than 10%.
Okay,
It's
that's
never
fair.
been high though.
That's fair. Okay.
It's less than 10%, and yet only people have this much pull.
The major number is Asians, especially the Chinese.
Asians and Muslims and Indians.
Yeah.
So
Like, here's the thing that kills me the most, and Latino and Hispanics. Here's the thing that kills me the most. And this is not for all white people. So if you don't take offense to this message, you weren't the good ones. All right, but this is for white people who think that their world only is a square block of.
can I have some important news?
But we say this real quick.
Well, it's not important news, but it's breaking news. I'm happy.
All right, so
Go ahead. I'll do it after
right.
Ceddy's Walt segment part. Go ahead.
No doubt. So here's the thing. I'm going to say this real quick, right? We need the international exchange of goods and services and whatnot, in order for our nations to thrive and survive. It's just what it is. We could have had our own self-sufficient country system in a country, but unfortunately, things like corporate greed and Reaganomics and trickle-down economics did never happen. And we want to not pay people their pensions, health insurance, PTO, all that stuff. We sent all that ish overseas to pay less, pay more, get more for less, and then
haunting this ever since.
Yep, and now we're paying for it now, because now with the likes of this douchebag in office who makes everything all U.S. made, his own hats aren't made in America. It's made in China, for freak's sake. Like, how can you buy his bullcrap? And it tells you how dumb Americans are, because you buy into the BS. Oh, I'm voting for a better economy. How's that working out for you right now? Because eggs are damn near cocaine prices. We went from crack prices for eggs to cocaine now. That's how expensive eggs are. I went to a bodega on my aunt's house off of Jerome Ave. Yo, they're selling Lucy eggs. $1 a egg at the corner bodega. I wish I was kidding, but I am not. I'm gonna get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. That's $7.
Is the cat still sitting on the bread?
Yeah, cat still sitting on red. Felix is chilling. Ain't going nowhere. I'm not going to red.
Still on the one.
And it kills me, like, yo, and for him to do all this stuff right now, it's in the playbook for Project 2025, because you know what it is? It's to ruin this American, like, economic structure and ruin the American system as a whole, because look what's happening now. Like, we're losing so much in terms of GDP, in terms of our financial strength, the strength of the dollar right now. Like, it's bad. Like, we weren't doing that bad post-COVID, and people are so impatient, so ill-informed, and buying to the BS you see on the likes of Tim Walz, what's called, Charlie Kirk, Ben Shapiro, all these right-wing, red-pilling douchebags, and now you listen to those guys at your own peril. Look what happened to you now. Because look what happened now. Those guys are rich. Those guys are being paid by Russian oligarchs. Those people are being paid by Turning Point USA. They're getting paid millions to lie to your face. They're good. They're Gucci. They have their own mansions. They have their own cars, their planes, everything. They're good. And they'll still tell you the same BS, and you just want to buy it hook, line, and sinker. And while you're suffering, you can afford to pay for your health insurance. You can afford to pay for your food, for your rent, all that stuff. You can't afford to get a car. You did it to yourselves. You because God forbid a black woman run this country and help you give you $25,000 for a new home for a first time buyer, or $50,000 to start your own business. Because we can't have that, because a black woman running president, yet these two females in office, Elonia and Dalina, are doing the worst. The dude was crying like a little, because his stock of his Tesla went so bad, he lost over $130 billion of his worth. Trump had to console a little kid. Can you imagine a 74-year-old man, a damn near 80-year-old man, consoling a 50-year-old man on hooked up ketamine because he's crying because he loses so much money?
Elon,
right?
it's okay, Elon.
They can still sell good cars.
Elon,
I want to buy a whole bunch.
Get out of here.
Elon, it's okay, Elon, it's okay.
It got so bad, he had to do a paid infomercial on the White House lawn for his cars.
I would not be mad if Ben Shapiro was stuck in a hall of mirrors trying to run and figure his way out as he's getting pegged by dodgeballs coming at 95 miles per hour.
Dude, he's the type of kid that got his ass whooped in high school. Getting beaten to death by dodgeballs. I guarantee you that happened to him when he was growing up.
Did you hear what that cuck face said about Derek? What's his face?
Derek Chauvin?
Jared Chauvin. We
Yeah.
spoke about that on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That happened. But his thing, I can tell him that. But here's the kicker, though. You don't realize that because they're like, state rights, right? Yeah. You can get off of the federal charges, but you can't get off the state charges. So, yeah, good luck with that. All right.
I'd love to Ben.
I'd love to see that happen.
I'd love to see Ben sharing the Phantom Zone where the only voice he hears it and can't debate against is Candace Owens.
And here's the kicker. People are really trying to, because here's the thing. They just erased the Black Lives Matter Plaza Road. Because Trump, so if you don't get rid of it, I'm holding all your funding. Know how black DC is?
Donald Trump saw that situation and said he needs help, and he pretty much said he needs help, and we need to get Derek and that and people like that off the street. He saw that, and you're asking him to pardon what? Listen, that man's better off in jail.
Mind you, here's the thing.
Yo.
It took a whole global movement to hold one cop accountable. One whole ass global movement during COVID. On top of that,
one cop, multiple cops, because one cop accountable and the other one's complicit of
and they all got their time in jail as well.
And the fact that
it took a global movement, mind you.
The fact that this freaking condescending,
cum stain,
facts. Pretty much said it was like the drugs and or whatever that caused him to die.
Even though the coroner proved that was BS.
The coroner proved that it was BS, but he lied about it on the stand. So if it was the truth, why was there a lie in the beginning?
Thank you.
That doesn't make any sense. Because you could have just stuck to the autopsy report, which was it was not that. I don't care that this guy, what you could say was like had a track record and stuff like that and all this stuff. That's one of my main issues with Candace Owens and stuff like that. He was still a human being, and stuff like that.
Talk about it.
We could say like, he was messed up and he had a track record and he wasn't really a decent human being for society, a law-abiding type citizen and stuff like that. Exactly. But he didn't deserve to go out like that.
He doesn't deserve an execution for being for being a petty criminal.
No, not at all. Yes, he got customs and stuff, and his history ain't the best. But he didn't deserve to go out like that. So when she was saying things, this guy's not a martyr, that's not the point, Candace.
Because here's the thing: leading people to be approve of things like this only leads us down a rabbit hole we do not want to go into, because that leads us to some real Judge Dredd-ish, in which anyone can be Judge Dredd executioner.
Yep.
It's getting to that point, too, because
look up to man. Wait, hold on. You got my brain going. Hold on. No. Man, Ceddy said.
Bro, did it stop?
No, it's going.
Okay. Cool.
No, because real talk is, here's the thing. We just saw what happened with all these people getting released from the January 6th, right? But y'all about criminal justice, right? But yet you let all these 1,600 terrorists, domestic terrorists, out of prison, though. And know how much about slapping the face that is to the Capitol Police who risked their lives on the line that day, and all the cops that voted for Trump to vote for a guy who's willing to let 1,600 criminals out.
Let me tell you, let Bloods, Crips, Latin Kings
come together.
MS-13 pull up some January 6th.
They'll mow them down. They'll kill them.
I've been reading this book called "How Supreme Courts: The Power of Our Supreme Courts."
Oh, here we go.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So one of the cases involves it's basically a bunch of cases about Supreme Court and how they shape America today.
Mm-hmm.
Right? One of the cases about Terry versus Ohio. Any ever heard that one?
I heard of that.
Yeah.
1968.
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, it's happened in 63. A detective was on police force, witnessed two men staying in front of a jewelry store. The two men were pacing back and forth, stayed there, right? Third guy came into the picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he said he had enough. He approached the men. Two of the guys, all three got arrested. Two of the guys had a gun on them, but the third one didn't.
Okay.
And because the third one didn't, they released him, but they charged with the two black guys with having a concealed weapon, right? Yeah. Now, mind you, the cop just walked up to them and detained them. And the reason why he detained them because they were acting suspicious.
Okay.
Right? Now, they were saying that when the cop frisked them, it went against the Fourth Amendment rights. In other words, it was a legal search and seizure at the time, right?
Okay.
And then when they went to the courts, because of the suspicious behavior, they ruled that the officer who was off duty, watching this thing, acted at the best interest of the public. Went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said that the question was stop and frisk at the time in 63 of Terry and the other men violation of the Fourth Amendment. The court said no. The court said police could stop and frisk suspects as long as there was reasonable suspicion that the suspect was about to commit a crime. Right? It was voted 8-1. Okay? 8-1, this thing passed. The one guy wrote down on his dissent said that he strongly disagreed with the decision, saying that we hold today the police have greater authority to make a seizure and conduct a search than a judge has to authorize such action. We have said precisely the opposite over and over again. To give police greater power than a magistrate is to take a long step down a Teutonian path. Perhaps such a step is desirable to cope with the modern forms of lawlessness. But if it is taken, it should be a deliberate choice of the people through constitutional amendments. So basically what happened was when they voted, said that it expanded the police's authority in criminal investigations and made it more difficult to charge police officers with misconduct because of basically drop and frisk. Wow.
That's wild.
And this happened in 63. And to this day, we're feeling it. Till this day. And one of the most notorious stop and frisk programs was in New York with Giuliani. Over 40 plus years, we're still going through it.
Yep.
Almost 60 years now. Because it happened in 63. And we're in 2025.
Form of control, fear tactics,
And they haven't overturned that as of yet. And I don't think it'll ever be overturned.
Nope.
So yeah. That's why when you brought up, your thing, I said, oh my God, I read this in the book I was reading. Go ahead, Walt.
Yeah. Oh, hold up. Where's my thing?
Oh,
I
and,
feel like today I'm talking a little too fast, but
and
I'm gonna slow down a little bit more.
I'm gonna say this right now. Like, listen,
Your phone?
guys, it's looking real bad because it's right there in front of you, right there. Here's the
Bag
thing.
man.
Here's the thing, right,
Where
guys?
is all your ish?
I keep telling people racism is expensive. It's for a reason because Nebraska, prime example. I said it before.
We talked about it last week.
Yep.
We talked about it again on Wednesday.
Yep.
How they're
Kentucky, feeling it.
And what's going
Alabama.
on is these big businesses are going to come in there
And
when you default on your loans because you can't afford it.
To pay for your land or pay for the supplies or pay for the equipment like the tractor John Deere tractor.
Our land's not for sale. It don't matter.
About John Deere,
Yeah.
they actually had a lawsuit going on with them about right to repair.
Yep. And they
Because-
it ended, right?
I don't know yet because what happened was that with the old school tractors, people can fix those by themselves.
Of course.
Because of the new school tractors with all this technology mixing with
Intertwined with the equipment. Of course, it's a purpose.
and it's like going proprietary straight to them.
Yeah.
You can't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's so bad you have people hacking it.
They have no choice.
They're hacking their own equipment to use it.
It's like
because they can't go to the manufacturer.
sitting with Tesla, because Tesla is the system so hardwired into the equipment that you have no choice but to go to the dealership.
Exactly. You can't. That's why that guy that I don't know if you see this guy, the black dude,
the
on
Frankenstein
Instagram
of Tesla. Yeah,
he bought a Tesla. I think he bought a wrecked Tesla.
He bought all them wrecked parts and just started to fix
Reclamated, fixed it, got it going, and then he can't drive it 100% the way because he didn't buy it directly through them.
And they took him to court. He won. Rightfully so, he bought his stuff from a junkyard. Therefore, I own it. You can't sue me for modifying what I own.
You can't block me from modifying what I own. That's why it's a very big thing with right to repair, especially in this country.
And thanks to people like Obama and Biden, you had the ability to repair what you bought. Instead of going to the dealership, but now since Trump's in office, is pro-corporation, that may be pulled to the backside because know what happened? They're killing the Center for Consumer Protection.
See,
it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. And I keep telling people, listen.
We mean they are killing. It's killing it right now.
Yeah, you're right.
The CFPB is done.
Because you know why?
The guy who wrote Project 2025 wants to kill it off.
And so it's Elon Musk because he's under multiple lawsuits
and
investigations because of that organization.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Is that what you did?
My heart goes out to you. I saw that. They didn't pull Charlie Kirk. He was underhanded, right?
Yeah.
They don't get a push like Charlie Kirk.
Iron Walt raised his hand to keep us quiet.
Because Charlie Kirk, he's told to do it about his kid, and he does it underhand. Like, he look like a little puss, man. He knows what he's doing.
That was funny. Go ahead.
Did you not see the flagrancy in my actions?
I just saw you waving.
Yeah, I'm gonna report you to the ADL. See what they do to you, black man.
Listen, man.
Oh my god.
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. One middle finger to the ADL because you got all the smoke for black people, no smoke for Elon, right?
My swastika
we are
comes
just
in peace.
We come in peace.
Nah, screw that. I'm all for war. I want violence. I want problems. Nah, I'm kidding.
Go ahead.
I love all y'all.
All right.
Except for the hypocrites.
So Greenland's prime minister says island isn't for sale as Trump seeks control one way or another.
Not yet.
Shout out
you
to
will be mine, Greenland. You will be mine one day.
Shout out to AP
one day.
News.
Not yet.
Shout out
There'll
to
be
the
red, white,
writers,
and blue land.
Danica
Greenland.
Kirka and Stephanie Dazio. Here's my summary.
Like I told Stormy Daniels, not yet. When I'm ready.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead.
Splash.
Ghost busted.
Did it?
Oh,
How about the fire? I'm wrong. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Screw that guy.
There you go, Miss Pac-Man. There you go.
Terrible.
There you go.
What?
Go ahead,
Waka waka.
Okay. Hours after President Trump made his speech about about how the U.S. needs Greenland, and he also wants to reclaim the Panama Canal. Greenland's prime minister.
Well, before you go any further,
yeah,
I doubt he can reclaim the Panama Canal because BlackRock owns the Panama Canal.
Yep.
They just bought some investor interest into it currently. I don't know how long they're gonna own it for, but they bought. I think they bought like 90% control.
Dude, they own both sides of the port.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Greenland's prime minister Moot Baruch Ageti, I think I mispronounced it. My bad. Said Greenland is ours and not for sale. Greenland is an autonomous territory in the Kingdom of Denmark. It is the largest constituent parts of the kingdom. The other two are metropolitan Denmark and the Faroe Islands. The citizens of all territories are full citizens of Denmark. Since taking office 6 weeks ago, Trump has repeatedly expressed his interest in Greenland, a huge, rich mineral island that sits along strategic sea lanes in the northern Atlantic. Greenland's estimated population is 56,000 people. It lies off the northeastern coast of Canada, closer to Washington, D.C. than to Copenhagen. Trump is looking to persuade the people of Greenland in his favor by strongly supporting their rights to their to own their future, welcoming them to the U.S. and guaranteeing to keep them safe and make them rich. Some of the people of Greenland are not interested or sold on what Trump is pitching, while the others are for it and open to a relationship with the U.S. What's buried underneath all the ice in Greenland is, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, is a lot of oil, billions of barrels of oil, trillions of cubic feet of natural gas, and even more important, rare earth elements that are essential for things like telecommunications, like stuff for cell phones that we already got from China, and even more oil and gas. Rare earth elements. Greenland has more than 25 trillion tons of ice. It's losing more than I think they said 200 and two. I think they said 200,000 tons of ice each year as it melts, melting faster every year, which is not good for the rest of the planet because Greenland dictates the future and overall climate. So, along with the fact that from a strategic standpoint that if Trump is able to attain Greenland, not would it be very lucrative for the U.S. It would definitely get China out the way. He would also be able to have a military surveillance over Russia as well, because based on the space that they occupy. So yeah, there's a lot of business that could be done.
Ceddy said, you heard what he said?
Yeah.
They're going to have military surveillance over Russia.
Based on where Russia is, they could do that. So that is definitely part of the conversation.
That's ideal.
That's
but will they do it?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, no. But here's the thing: where Greenland is located, from a tactical standpoint, yeah, Russia got eyes on them. They got eyes on Russia. That's one phase of it. But
I see you.
But the Marco Polo type stuff. But the lucrative aspects about Greenland's undeniable.
Well, the lucrative is, like you said, and also the biggest one, free trade.
Yeah.
If you can control Greenland, you control one of the biggest, ports from here to Europe. So you own a good chunk.
And between China sniffing around over there and them also sniffing around various parts of Africa and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the group of people that you need to get up out of there. Forget their investments and their money. Get them up out of there.
Yeah, because China will come to your country and say, "Oh no, we'll give you this, we'll give you that, but we want to control this part of your land."
Nah.
I'm like, no, thank you.
We'll give you visa residence to be a worker, but you ain't only no land.
That's why I like the Jamaican, the Ghanaian prime minister's like, nah. You got this.
I got this.
Using the equipment, we'll lease it from you.
We got this. Facts,
Everything else,
I just want the cable. I don't want the triple play.
I don't need anything else.
I just want the Wi-Fi. All right.
My turn. So, as we were talking earlier, you guys know I am very heavily invested into sports. So, breaking news. I was shocked. The Bengals wide receivers Jamar Chase and T. Higgins have told the media they have reached contract extensions with the Bengals. T. Higgins, who was franchise tagged, gets $115 million with the first 2 years guaranteed, making him the highest paid number 2 receiver in the NFL.
Nice.
4 years. Jamar Chase, however, gets $161 million with $112 million guaranteed, making him the highest non-paid quarterback, the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. About damn time. Jamar Chase, Triple Crown winner, all that? Nah. Get your money.
Get paid, my dude.
Get paid. You heard Jamar Chase. What'd he say? Know your worth and add the tax.
Thanks. As everyone should. And not just in football, every sport.
Forget in sport, in everything.
Yeah.
Everything in life
Thanks.
you do.
Real talk.
Know your worth.
And
add that damn tax on the top.
Because, bro, I look at the Jaylen Brown contract that he got with Boston. He's only going to be receiving half of that at the end of the day.
I think it's $300 million, right?
$300 million after federal taxes and all
and
that
state taxes. Yeah,
it's only going to be half of that.
Remember, you got to pay tax for every city you play into.
Yep.
That's why players love playing in Dallas and Florida. No state income tax.
Yeah.
See, and I think also, is Kansas the same thing too?
I think so.
Can you look up and see what states have no state income tax?
I know Florida's one of them.
So I know Florida and Texas are the only two I can think of.
I looked at I look what you just referenced about paying a performance tax based on where you play, state to state.
Alaska, Florida, Nevada, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington State, and Wyoming.
Okay.
New Hampshire, the 9th state on our list, only Texas interest and dividend income.
Okay.
For soccer, that doesn't apply. They just pay, I guess, whatever tax that is in terms of like their residency and stuff like, them just having a home. They don't pay no. From what I
MLS or in
In Europe, they don't do that.
That's Europe.
Premier
Premier
League.
America.
And MLS, I would have to check. But in Europe, they don't do that.
Yeah, well, it's a Europe thing. It's a different set of rules.
Yeah.
But here in America, you paying tax.
That's why everybody's leaving this country, not going to Japan.
All right. So yeah, that's my one breaking news. So I'm happy that Higgins and Chase got paid because they deserve it. They're talented as hell.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you can't be a Triple Crown winner and not getting paid the bag.
Exactly, because other teams were willing to pay that bag.
Yes. If you're not going to pay me, just trade me, bro. If you don't want to pay me, trade me. Well, what'd you say what happened after Silk City with me? What'd you tell me?
So basically, listen. I told you you ain't be. I told you you ain't missing much here.
Yo,
I told you this right here. This is gonna be after.
If the Giants sign Aaron Rodgers to be the quarterback, I'm done.
They might.
I'm done. I'm moving to another team.
If I'm the Giants, I will sign Aaron Rodgers and I would draft Shador.
You better draft Shador, Sanders, or
No,
Cam
you
Ward.
draft. Here's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
You get Rodgers.
Why? He was ass in the Jets.
All right.
Go ahead. I'll listen to you.
But he's your stopgap. You plug him in for a year or two. Then when Shador's ready, you start him.
Well, look at Russell Wilson at this rate.
Nah. Wilson's cut to me is over the hill.
And Rodgers isn't?
Rodgers put up number. If you look at his stats, he was top 10 in a lot of the statistical categories.
In the Jets?
On the Jets. Look up the stats. You look up the leaders in the NFL for passing touchdowns, interceptions. I think interceptions he was like in the middle, but passing yards and passing touchdowns, top 15, top 10.
Dude, no. Hell no. No.
I'm just telling you what it is.
No, you can't. No.
The stats are a record of events. You can't cheat that.
I know that, but dude,
The stats are the stats, bro.
the guy was ass still on the Jets because he was injured half the time. Come on now, man.
He wasn't injured, he was playing.
Was
The
he
problem
injured?
with Aaron Rodgers is his smugness got the best of him.
Yeah,
If you
I
always
agree.
think you're the smartest guy in the room, get out the room.
I agree.
The guy's an anti-vascular. He is not smart.
No, he is. He's very smart.
He's very intelligent, but he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room.
No, he just be raising. He has no problem raising his nose at a lot of people, and that's been an ongoing issue and conversation even when Skip and Stephen A was doing First Take. That was an issue with one of his teammates, Greg
Jennings.
Greg Jennings, where they had an issue with his aloofness, and things like that. So I'm sure outside of football, he's a good guy to talk to and bounce off, and there could be a constructive conversations, and he's probably cool to be around. But when it comes to football and stuff like that,
Different kind of cat.
this moving at the beat of your own drum and not considering others is problematic.
Yeah. So
All right.
Yeah.
I just don't.
I understand what you're saying about Aaron Rodgers as a player and him trying to be the team captain and leading a locker room.
How can you lead a team
But-
that knows to respect you for who you are as a person outside of the
Listen,
field?
if you're winning, things change.
I don't.
I fought Aaron Rodgers the fact that last season during training camp, you got to be there. You got to get the reps. You just can't just go on the field think things gonna happen. No,
Too many Pat McAfee appearances.
you see,
Exactly.
Yeah,
you weren't in training camp.
Yes,
You took a month off for training camp or 2 weeks off. That's when you get your reps. I've always faulted him for that. He should have came in training camp. Should have came for the OTAs. Like how Brady was obsessed with training with his players to know where they like the ball, how they like the ball, where to place the ball, all that. Rodgers didn't do all that.
No, but it sort of goes back to what
And Manning too.
But it goes back to what Unc was telling Andrew Schultz in one of the clips I saw earlier about greatness. It's I think the word he used was it's a monotonous process. I think he was saying it's like he said, listen, I ate the same thing every day for 27 years and stuff like that. I go to bed at this time for 27 for this time for X amount of years. I do this repetition for X amount of years. He even said at the very end when he was over the film studies and going to practice, he knew it was time to walk away. Brady was always ready for the process of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the process of
Brady
those
said
things.
he enjoyed the process.
You know, and the thing is, Aaron Rodgers at this point is just like, yo, I'm a grown man in this league, man.
Yeah, man.
There's some
I know
things
what
that
I'm doing.
I'm not really bothered
Nah,
with.
bro, you have to. Football is one of the few sports where you have to be in sync. You just can't come on the field and think things gonna go.
Yeah, and it's
You
just
gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know where you're going. You gotta know, a lot of different variables. You gotta move the same way. All that.
you can argue you could have got away with it if you were still in Green Bay and stuff like that to an extent.
Nah.
To an extent, what I mean by that, let me clarify what I'm saying. I'm not saying the fact that this is how you set the tone in leadership, especially with the rookies that are coming in that's part of the squad. It's the wrong thing to do. But what I'm saying is when you're in a different situation, you're in a different city, different personnel and stuff like that, the first person who should be there outside a person opening the doors is you.
Yes.
It's you.
Yeah.
Period. Like there
Right.
shouldn't be it should be you setting the tone, to for everybody to be like, oh, okay, this guy's really trying to do something special and really showing the leadership and stuff like that. Yes, we know you're an exceptional quarterback. Yes, we know accolades aside that you'd be a lot of people's top picks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is like, if you're in a new city, new system, new personnel and stuff like that, ingratiate yourself with
Yes.
people. Show them another side of you, because this narrative has been stuck with you for way too long.
And you never shook it. Okay, moving on. My final story of the night.
Yep.
I'm talking to Walt. I am Walt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm this is for you, my friend.
Yeah.
This is not an unpopular opinion. None of that.
Man.
I remember one of your unpopular opinion was about potato wedges.
Here we go.
Yes or no?
Here we
man.
go.
Listen, there's an archive of a lot of things that I say.
But you were very potato wedges.
Oh,
Driving you crazy. Do you remember what you said about potato wedges?
I said it was just a bad idea for KFC to get rid of them. I think that's one of the things I remember saying.
Okay. So you still believe that to this day?
Yeah, I believe that to this day. Sure, even what we just did recently at Buffalo Wild Wings, he got rid of the maple chipotle sauce and favored some other ones. Bad decision. Bad decision.
Here we go.
Them other sauces really are not cutting it. They're just not. And they're not bad compared to the other sauces I've tried. They had some bourbon barbecue way back when, and it was that was absolutely disgusting. That was that disgusting. I wouldn't even let Giant try it and stuff like that. It was bad.
Okay, so your thing was that KFC potato wedges.
The KFC potato wedges, and when they stopped cooking the honey barbecue wings, it wasn't it, bro. No one want them nasty fries, yo. It can't hang with McDonald's fries. It's not.
You don't like the
Burger
signature
King
fries?
It's not seeing Burger King fries. It's deep in the rear view to Popeyes fries and stuff like that. It can't stand next to Five Guys.
Ceddy said, "What did I create, man?"
Hey, you got the food critter right here, man.
So
It's not even better than six figure fries they have at Smash Burger.
So the KFC wedges are it.
Are goated compared to all the other things that you could get from these fast food places.
That's number one.
Yeah. I mean, before Popeyes took a spot, by a distance, to be honest.
Okay.
With you. By a distance.
I am Walt. You see it? You alert? Are you alert?
Am I alert? Are you breaking news?
I'm breaking news.
They're coming back?
Are you alert?
Listen, man, I'm active. I'm here.
KFC, as of March 11th, is bringing back the potato wedges.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. What, the fries they calling it? They calling fries and frying them. They're just not good.
Oh, Lord.
They're just not good.
Those legendary potato sticks
Be happy.
are making a comeback. KFC discontinued their popular side dish, the potato wedges. Do you remember when they stopped doing it, Walter?
I do not remember, but it's been a while. It's been a while.
In 2020, they did. COVID.
Listen.
COVID stopped the potato wedges, and he said.
Listen. I'm just I'm just throwing. I'm just speculating. I'm just speculating, right? I'm just speculating. If you guys are trying to get out the red, I hope you guys get out the red. But if y'all get out the red and make another bad decision, you belong in the red. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, no.
Like that's another theory. That's another theory of mine. When you got certain places, especially restaurants, that all of a sudden want to bring back something they had no business taking away, I think it ties to. I think there's a stat out there that they don't like, and they gotta shake the tree.
It could be.
I'm convinced of that.
Oh, it could be production costs for the wedges compared to the French fries.
Because if the production costs you to get rid of the wedges in favor of the French fries, congratulations, play yourself. You played yourself. And I could even argue the chicken used to be better too.
You know what's what I missed from KFC that I was really addicted to when they had the grilled chicken,
the Twister,
grilled chicken.
No, not the Twister.
That was a good decision.
It was they had the fried chicken had the grilled.
I think it was a little salty, but it was a good decision.
It wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad. No, it was a good decision.
Grilled, so it wasn't fried. They did the fried pieces, and they just said we're not gonna fry these. We're gonna grill these. And it was pretty tasty. I liked it.
That was a very good decision.
But then they stopped doing it.
Well, stopped doing a lot of things.
Okay. So what they did in 2020, they switched over to their new signature fries
You
instead.
mean the trash fries?
Nobody knows exactly why they switched over, but only the Yum brand executives.
Nobody cared. That's why. Nobody cared.
Some other KFC popular items removed over time was the chicken wings,
Bad decisions.
popcorn chicken,
Bad decisions.
their chocolate chip cookies,
Bad decision.
the Nashville hot sauce,
Another bad decision.
the strawberry lemonade,
I ain't a geek for strawberry lemonade like this.
and the last one that Walt, was clamoring for was the honey hot wings. Why are you shaking your head for?
This is what they do now, right? Instead of cooking them, thoroughly cooking them, letting that honey barbecue glaze really sit on that chicken, right? That's what you get, right? Say, let me show you what you get, Ceddy. Here's what you get. You get the chickens, free chickens in a box, right? You get the little barbecue sauce, right? Then you close the lid like this, right?
Yeah.
Just like that.
Of course, that's how you do it, man. I'm hip to it.
You put in a little box.
Yeah,
There you go.
done.
That's
So
what you get.
I
That's
guess
what you get.
$20 deal, that carrot deal's not worth it, huh?
That's what you get. Don't do it. So I even see Popeyes on that lazy business too now. It's disgusting behavior.
So like I said, that $20 deal they have, the takeout deal's not worth it, huh? Let's be honest.
I mean, if you plan on getting the fries, it's not.
Because we got like 16 wings for like $20. It's not bad.
Well, it might be ideal since the wedges is coming back. Well, but if it's limited time only, man, you better watch the dates.
I'll do this website right now. Hold up.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. I'm not for my story yet. So he said, wait.
Oh.
Don't ruin anything. Stay where you are. Stay with me. Stay with me now.
I'm here.
The wedges were so popular that people campaigned and petitioned over the last 4 years to bring them back up until now.
Oh, you don't say. You don't say. They campaigned for 4 years to get back wedges. What about those magnificent fries you was raving about? Oh my
I
God!
wasn't raving about it. I'm just saying.
Oh man. Oh man. You couldn't cost some budget, but nobody's eating your fries.
All right, so it's
All right.
$16.99. You
For
get
what?
20 boneless wings and large fries for $16.99. That's not bad.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's not bad.
I'll keep the wings.
Now,
on the bone.
Walter, I have another important announcement to make.
Man.
As of March 10th, these carb fried goodies will be making its way back. But there's a caveat, I am Walt. I'm sorry to say this.
Limited
with you.
time. It's a limited
It's
time.
only for a short time.
Exactly.
And it will only be in one Pacific region.
Let me guess. West Coast, right? Or Canada. Am I right? Am I right?
Walt,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Man.
Just say it, motherfucker.
Oh my gosh. What? I gave you good news, man. What?
Dude, just say it, man.
Walter, man. Why you look like that right now, bro?
It's like the wedges, limited time only.
Dude, just see.
Oh my god.
Speak on it, man.
Wedges will only be available for 2 weeks. And will only be sold in Tampa, Florida. Well, really only in Pacific Tampa KFC locations, as there's only 11 KFCs in Tampa currently. Out of the 11, only 5 will have wedges.
Damn.
They can't even guarantee wedges in all 11 locations. They got to guarantee them in 5. A little less than half. Five Tampa locations. As if I care to go to Tampa right now.
Ceddy said, "Can you look up how many KFC locations there are in the United States, please?"
Dude, you ready? Or it's more something to mood for this guy, huh?
Listen,
No, I'm not.
Listen, the only announcement I'm looking forward to is Friendly's coming back to be in Rockland County, if that's even realistic.
The reason why KFC believes that Tampa is the best location is because they believe that Tampa, as a test market, represents a nationwide consumer servers report. And it also has consumer trends
All right,
to gauge customers' feedback.
you hear for the number? Ready for the number?
Yeah, how many locations in America?
4,141.
You can't even make 1%.
Yo, hit the button. Hit the button. Yo. That sounds a loser belt horn right now.
You can't even make 1% locations. It's like 0.001.
Yeah, I did, champ. Yo, breathe, bro, breathe. See you play your face, man. I guess you go to Tampa, Florida, man, get them wedges.
Yes.
Or you go to another restaurant that actually serves them, and you're good.
Yes. I'm geeking to book my flight right now.
You go to
Tampa,
Florida?
Tampa,
Man.
here we come.
You don't want to deal with Florida, man.
You know what I'm saying? They actually have the recipe online for potato wedges.
It's not
KFC.
11 KFCs, 5 KFCs.
Out
Not
of how many? 4,000 what?
4,141.
So 4,141 locations.
you know,
And you only have it at 5.
not Daytona, not Fort Lauderdale, not Miami, Tampa.
I mean, you have big belly, and they do serve potato wedges
Anyways,
or local fries. And
the wedges will not be available on third-party apps, i.e. Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub, Postmates, etc. They can only be ordered
in-house.
as an a la carte or a side option.
I mean, they do serve potato wedges at Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm just saying.
So they want people to risk their lives, right? Going to these 5 KFCs where the wedges will be
For the next 2 weeks.
Yep. Just so I could hear someone, just so people could go in there and place their orders and hear the word "jit" all the time.
What?
Jit.
Jit? We be jit.
Jit.
What's jit mean?
Jit. Yo, jit. You know, sort of like, it's their thing over there. Jit.
Oh, okay.
It's their thing over there. You know, that's what they do over there. Kudos
He's done. Right
to KFC, for conservative spending. I mean, y'all big on obsolete of good things. So why not bring it out? Test the waters. Get some foot traffic for them over there and stuff like that. I mean, it's only limited time only. Ain't nothing to really geek about. So get out the red over there in Tampa. See, I'm sure they're not trying to close down the Lucky Five over there. You know.
Oh man.
You know. Listen, man. For shout out to the Tampa residents, man. Go. You know.
Go broke.
Go over there. You know, increase the volume on the foot traffic over there. They're gonna need that. You know, and stuff like that. Don't just get the wedges now. You know. Get the biscuits, man.
How much would have
Get
bet
you some coleslaw.
each store location sells out on the first day? Of the
I mean,
wedges.
listen, man.
And then someone's be like, "I got wedges for sale on eBay."
Disgusting.
Stupid.
Well.
Dry as hell.
Pickup only.
Well. I'll tell you something.
But it turns on Craigslist and stuff.
Yes. Back page.
That first day better not their peak of
It still exists.
Facebook Marketplace.
that first day better not be the peak of their success. And if it is successful, best believe that's gonna happen.
I'm just saying, though, man.
Listen, man. I'm just waiting for the Shawn Man donkey today because we know somebody gonna crash out for these wedges.
I thought it'd be you.
You know somebody gonna crash out for the wedges. What you mean?
I thought you'd be happy.
I'm
that
a
wedges
big
were back.
resident. I'm out here minding my business. You know. Shout out to the Tampa Floridians out here. You know. Shout out to them residents, man. You know. Just don't we don't need no Mufasa stuff though. You know, we don't need none of that.
It tripled over.
Get your way, just keep it pushing, man. And, you know, don't be waiting outside trying to set me up for my wedding, man.
Oh man.
You know, get you a job. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying, man. You know? Don't
Dude,
you know?
Like, you'll be all right, Chip. You'll be all
Don't
right.
stick me for my wedges now.
Dude, I'm just saying, Bubble Dude sells them.
And not for nothing, y'all barbecue sauce is trash. It used to be good. It's too sweet. It's not only them. The only credible barbecue sauce right now among places is Popeyes. Wendy's is trash.
He's going in.
McDonald's ain't too bad. Wendy's is definitely trash. It's way too sweet. It's disgusting. It's supposed to be tart and flavorful to a bit and stuff like that.
Dude,
Yeah,
you're
but-
food critic right now.
Keys-
You're food critic?
Yes,
Well,
I am. You got to get this work.
Keys makes some good barbecue sauce. Emperor Key.
There's a thought process behind it. You know,
When'd
These
you
other
buy
places
those?
is trash.
Yo, when I get paid this OT money, I'm gonna be seeing you soon. I'm telling you, we're going food shopping.
When'd you get those?
Yo, what days you're off? What days you're off, man? Offhand.
They're like, I think
All right,
like 25.
so-
Those are pretty good.
I'm telling you right now. When I get paid this week, I'm gonna see you. You're making for my whole week of meals. All right. We'll
No, he's
go food
buying
shopping.
it.
Nah, chicken and veggies, man.
Yo, would I be wrong to send a
up?
future prospect of either me eating mussels?
Listen, I'm just trying to lose weight, man. I'll be honest with
I
you.
said, would I be wrong to send a future prospect that I might be into a video of me eating mussels?
Do you think, bro? Do your thing, honey one.
You
Do
know?
your thing.
Facts. Or clams. Yeah, see, that's what you got to send to the prospects. You eat the clams, you know?
Yeah.
And the clams. So he said, like, they'd be like, why are you sending me this? Come on. Let's stop playing games now. Let's stop playing games now, you know? Facts, you know? Listen, man, I'm just telling you what I like.
Just like you like the wedges, right?
Yeah, listen, man. It's all right.
Jesus.
It's all right, you know? It's all right. Listen, man. If I pull up any of those KFC around that time, they find some wedges. You know what picture I'm sending. You know what picture I'm sending, man. But I ain't gonna get my hopes up because they already made the bad decision. Plus limited time only, so like I ain't got no worries. It's going back to being obsolete. Listen, I know they got to get these KFCs out the red, man. I get it. I get it, man. I gotta get. They tell you, listen, no Uber Eats, no DoorDash, no Grubhub, none of that. Guys gotta come in store and stuff like that. Like I get it. It's cool.
I guarantee you that the reason they stopped in the wedges for cost.
So, that's not.
It's
true,
It sounds dumb, but I guarantee it's for
Dude,
cost.
because you know what? A store is losing money when he changed the type of fries they serve to the customers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. The ass fries we know today. And that's why people go to White Castle to get the fries.
For you to cut the demand,
The White Castle fries are pretty good. Don't sleep.
for you to cut the demand and place an alternative is stupid instead of just putting the price of the up.
You know what it is? Here's the thing, though. People realize, listen, they only do so much in terms of raising prices that may turn off your.
Some people said that KFC got rid of the wedges because some places they didn't cook them right.
There you go. Yeah, people make those itches. Well done.
Well, I can't speak on those places. I never had that experience.
I did. It'd be cold in the middle. Like, how the hell you have fries that's cold in the middle? House way.
Shoot, listen. Back in the day when I was growing up and stuff that.
I'm sorry.
When I was growing up, the chicken was better, the wedges was better, the barbecue wings was better, the biscuits was better, everything was better, even the mashed potatoes and mac and cheese was better.
My supplementation working.
Yeah, man.
I'm Walt. Actually, it's part of a 2-week taste test, like I said earlier, in Tampa and Orlando.
Taste test for what? They already know what it's like. It's the YNs that probably don't know what that's about. Well,
it went out in 2020, so how could it not know it?
Like I said.
Well, guys, I got some good news. Some breaking news right now.
Go ahead.
Governor Hochul has announced free community college plan for students ages 25 to 55.
Oh, really?
So, yep. So
I can go
New
back
York
to school.
is making big moves for adult learners.
Because they did it for the CUNY schools in the city.
Yep.
That it was free tuition for the CUNY schools.
So unless you're in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, cybersecurity, and green jobs,
it's a green light.
There you go.
All right.
So we're going back to school, kids.
Might as well. Okay, y'all. Let's get this wise guy.
We get one more story, if you don't mind, sir. About Elon.
You gotta go.
So do I.
So do I too.
All right, go ahead and find wise guys coming in.
Get this through your head.
Wise guy.
You only exist out here because of me. That's the only reason. Without me, you personally, every wise guy still around, I'll take a piece of your
Wise guy.
Where's your Lauren? Don't ever go over my head again.
All right, y'all. Sorry for Ceddy said chopping away during this whole entire time.
Give me what story in, David.
We gotta talk about it.
Go ahead.
Xavier Worthy is owed an apology. I think you and I spoke about it, right?
I think we did. We talked about Ryan Davis exposing Dochi.
No, that was Dochi.
Yeah.
Did we look up Xavier Worthy?
I think we did. I think
I held it because I wanted Walt to be here for it.
The guy who was accused of hitting this girl.
Yes.
Right, his girl snatched his braids out of his head. Sorry, his locks out of his head. Now he's rocking a fade. He yoked the hell out of the man's dookie locks, man.
Yeah, so Iron Walt, I don't know if you was here for this. We did talk about it last week.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say it again.
Mm-hmm.
So Xavier Worthy was an NFL player. I want your input.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier Worthy was an NFL player, is an NFL player for the Kansas City Chiefs. Recently, he was arrested for domestic family violence.
Yes.
It was a big story, broken online.
Yeah.
Come to find out, essentially, he was not the attacker, he was the victim. And because his shorty called first, he was locked up.
That's normally how that goes.
She got caught cheating out there with private eye, did not want to leave his residency at all. After she did leave his residency, she took items from the residency and hasn't returned them back. So she got caught cheating, pulled his dread out of his head, nice rocking a fresh fade. Your thoughts?
What a bird. What a bird.
I was giving you the floor to speak your mind because he and I already spoke about this already. I didn't add in those last two pieces though about her taking stuff out of the property and not bringing it back.
One of the things that could be the downfall of men, especially men who have been able to cultivate a talent from a very young age and get it to the point where they now can monetize and change the trajectory of their family at that age at the professional level, is that we get caught up in aesthetics. And yes, when we look at the opposite sex, a certain level of attraction definitely matters. But the thing about the aesthetics is that we have to make it secondary and put the character first. And the thing in this particular situation, which is very unfortunate, is where we are in a society, and it's important to know who we are in that society and how and what the perceptions and double standards are. The fact that she was able to be the aggressor and also call from the point of view of a victim is very problematic. And now, not only did she cheat on this man, right? She assaulted him and took things that did not belong to her. But optically, because there's been history of athletes abusing their partners or women that they've been involved with, it's just easier to profile that player, even though every case is independent of the next player. It's a case by case thing. It's easier to frame it like in those type of optics. You know, in my opinion, all I see is a bird and bird behavior and lack of accountability. And I've always said that, you know, whatever person had worked for on their own, whether they was with this person and before this person, I don't care if that person cheated or nothing like that. You ain't entitled to have, you ain't entitled to nothing.
Talk it.
Anything we got together, if it was a joint business venture and stuff like that, we split it 50-50 or whatever the case may be. You was out here being a bird and moving like a hoe, and now you out here giving me problems and stuff like that, touching me in a manner that would probably get you, that I'd probably have to address you in a different way, but I cannot because because the physicality is just night and day. It would not be conducive to you. You'd be in the ICU pretty much, and my career would be over.
Okay.
So like, my whole thing is, it's unfortunate, but we always know the accusations will always supersede the apologies and like what's actually going on. I.e., you know, even though they're independent, they're not independent related and stuff like that. The Jay-Z situation, the accusations were actually louder
And she never came out.
than what actually is going on.
Talk it.
And stuff like that.
She never came out.
So I would advise Xavier Worthy to go about this in a legal manner to the point where she wants no parts of the courts, just like Jay-Z is going about it now. You're just not going to just out here do these things
Destroy my
and
name.
skate and stuff like that. We're not doing that. These are high profile figures. These are high profile figures who have heavy investors in them in terms of the reputation and performance. Okay, you're not gonna jam me up and mess up future bags and try to kill my character because you're a bird. Okay, you're not doing that. Just like this woman is not gonna just stay anonymous and then walk away and drop charges after you done put this man under a microscope, who has a wife and children, and have people look at him a different way. There are people, you know, in regards to Jay-Z, that want him to be guilty. There are people saying like, well, he's not guilty of this crime and stuff like that. You know, what about this bird that came out her face talking about like he did such and such, and her story don't add up? The fact that her father doesn't remember the situation. Why is Xavier Worthy going through a situation where he wasn't the aggressor, and the person that was the aggressor was out here calling the cops like a victim? Why are we still doing this in 2025? Why is the false accusations, louder than the actual truth?
Talk it.
Why is that?
Talk it.
Because everybody got something to say, everybody got something to speculate and run with truth and try to run with the narrative. No, F the narrative. You know, if the accusations is this loud, the truth needs to be as loud or louder. You know, that's a problem in this sick society that needs to be diagnosed and stuff like that. You guys are happy to put tags on these men, knowing that each situation is case by case, different dynamics and stuff. This bird do what plenty of birds do, and like a lot of you women, y'all let these birds get away with it instead of addressing it. You know, that's the fundamental difference between men and women. If a man says something wild and stuff like that, is getting addressed right then and there. We're not gonna just let this man be wrong and just have him crash out and not have him see the reasons why. You birds will allow a major bird to go rogue and stick with it, knowing she's dead wrong. Yep. Y'all are cancerous as a collective and in your thought process.
Talk it.
It's disgusting.
Talk it.
Because you're quick to destroy a man who did nothing wrong to you, but you're slow, if at all, to hold your own accountable for their treachery.
That's that man's property. That's that man's possessions and stuff like that. You chose to be a bird and mess up a good thing because you wanted to be a hoe. You know, now hoes like hopefully you get the you know. Go chasing pavements, okay?
Go chasing waterfalls.
You know?
Cha-cha.
And stuff like that. Like, nah, get out of here. And like I said before, infidelity is one thing. Just because you cheated, whether you're the man and woman, you ain't entitled what this shit wasn't yours.
Exactly.
I'm gonna stand on that. I don't care what woman feels that way.
For you to abuse the guy, because you're mad because he saw you cheating, is a whole level of effery that is elite level, man. Because it's like, how can you be mad at me for your F up?
Talk about it.
Like, how can you be attacking me for your F up? In fact, it wasn't for my mom raising me right, I would be attacking you.
Mm-hmm. Because he has emotional intelligence. He knew better.
Yeah, and he loved his mama too much to be doing that to women, man. Like, listen, I was raised by a woman. I got my game from a woman, my name from a woman. I ain't gonna put no hands on a woman.
And I'm telling you this much, you know, if I'm Xavier Worthy, go by the books and go through the court. If she ain't trying to put back these possessions, just have her thrown in jail.
And run her pockets.
Amen.
Bleed that pockets dry.
And you know she's a track star for the U.S.
track
team.
And that's fantastic. We could
have her banned from the team.
That's not banned for the team, but you know.
That's fantastic. She ran her own image through the mud.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Here's the thing. How you want her to represent America and shit all this nonsense? She won't be on the team.
No, just bad press. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
I'll run a campaign just to show how bad she's
how petty you are.
Yes, how petty I am. Because you pulled my locks out my hair because you felt some type of way because I want to cut you off. And now you have my name dragged in the mud because of something I didn't do. Oh, now turnabout's fair play, sweetheart.
Listen,
we're going in.
I'm not for one stopping people's bag, but I gotta stop your bag. You're playing with my livelihood.
Like you F with me, now I have to F with you.
In a lot of different ways. You out here cheating and stuff like that. I catch STD from you and stuff like that.
Amen.
You out here, you know, putting your hands on me in a manner that's threatful and stuff like that, and then calling like a victim. You know how many different ways that scenario could have went.
Amen.
So nah, you're lucky me jamming up your bag and your image is the least of your worries. That situation could have played out where that man could have lost his life.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. So you got that out your system, I'm Walt? See, we're all in agreement that she's wrong. And people have to call it to the carpet, especially females or friends, whatever. Gotta let her know her place.
Probably stinks.
Okay, moving on. This next story is a story time. Hold your seatbelts, folks, because it's going to be a bumpy ride, Ceddy said, and I'm Walt. This guy goes on Instagram named Jarrell Cohen. He says, bruh, I did some dumb ish. I took my baby mother to Atlanta, went to a swingers club and turned up. Bruh, me, her, and a fine ass Redburn turned up. I'm done tapped out. I caught me 2 good ones and I'm drained. This big black 6'6" musclehead ninja came over and wanted to join them. I had to agree because that's what we talked about beforehand. This was both on our bucket list. Not getting graphic, but follow me here, right? Stay with me.
He agreed to indirect cooking.
He had a towel on. I'm not the smallest dude down there, no dating. I'm a good 7 inches plus. This dude pulled out an elephant trunk and laid it on the other girl's forehead. I told him you're not putting that in my girl. This heifer said I want it. I took the hardest swallow and said okay. I had to watch my girl get slaughtered. I even went over there while he was doing it and rubbed her forehead and tell her it will be okay. She was yelling, begging me. She was in the zone, and I checked out mentally. It's okay when we do it, but that right there, nah. Fast forward this morning. I woke up in the mood. Like any guy,
I'll tell you what happened. He put under that genjutsu.
like I went
put under and folded her in that meatpacking district.
I woke up this morning in the mood. Like any guy, I went over and started to strike it up with her. This mofo said, "Not right now. I'm still sore from the weekend." W2F. Who says that? I can't get what I want because she's still sore from this mofo. Real ish. I thought I could take it, but this entire experience turned me completely off. I want to break up with her, but I love her, and I just don't think it could ever get back to where it was. Any advice? I had a lot of edits there because, it's cursing.
Congratulations, Bozo. You realize cooking wasn't for you.
Yep.
Sure. Listen, man. At the end of the day, you play stupid games and get stupid prizes. Listen, man. What you get? She said, "I want it." Put her in the get jutsu, and then fold her up, meatpacking district style. What happened? So what happened, man? Shoot. She was out here on the cross like a cop. She getting stabbed with the katana, So the millionaire was like, "Oh, he's worthy." That's it, man. It's all right, man. You tough. You tough out here. Listen, man. If there are two things I've been very, 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 maybe three things I've been very, very consistent on. I'm a selfish lover, right? That's
Yeah, we know this.
I'm not into bisexual women.
Really?
I will never take them seriously in a relationship. I can't see myself making exception for that. I'm damn sure not into cucking because I'm a selfish lover and stuff like that. And 3 is a crowd, okay?
3 is a crowd.
3 is a crowd.
Well, remember, he had him, his girl, and the homegirl.
Shoot, ain't no threesomes out here, bro. Once, listen, I'm telling you, once you put that marriage ban on and you say your vows in here and stuff like that, we don't need outsiders.
Look, man,
we don't need outsiders. Unless you want to do a polygamous thing, that's a different conversation.
If you can handle it, you can do it. Yeah. But most men can't handle it like that. So, my rule of thumb is, if you're going to do kind of freaky stuff like that,
know yourself.
Do it yourself and do it a sneaky link.
Yep.
Somebody you don't care for like that.
Listen, man.
I'm being honest. Because look how he crying.
Which guy again?
The guy who brought the chicks there.
Well, why are you crying? You wanted to swing, didn't you?
You did, but your girl got smothered out, and now she's sore.
I mean, why he mad? He was in the VIP section, bro. You got to see it play out, brody.
They said the man was rubbing her forehead, talking about it's gonna be all right.
Wow.
Listen, man. Just because you have trying to find out you was the final boss is okay. It's okay.
That's why when I tell the ladies, "Oh, it's the best thing ever happened." No, I know it's not. I'm not the biggest one.
It's over there,
I know I'm not. I know you have bigger.
Listen, man.
It's all right. I'm comfortable myself.
All I'm saying is, right, if you ever come out your face talking about we need to spice things up or we need to swing places and stuff like that, you're gonna be moving. You're gonna be a solo act. Sure, I'll pack your stuff for you.
So, you're not with it?
Listen, if I'm moving like a demon out here and I ain't got no commitment and stuff like this, and I ain't committed to you. You do what you want and stuff like, but I'm rolling safe and I'm getting checked out. Listen, be as free to get slutted out, to get smutted out as you want. I just know once I've locked into one, that's it, bro.
All right.
Oh, yo, I'm going to add this story too, man. I'm sorry, man. You know about Johnny Somali in Korea? He's going to trial.
Breaking news?
Oh, he's done. He's getting jail time, man. He's done.
Oh, that's this breaking news.
Yeah, it's been going on since this week, man. Dude, look at that, 5 to 10 years. For being a total nuisance in Korea, man. For being a total a-hole.
He got what he wanted, man. You want to go viral? You got what you wanted, man.
You went viral. Said we want to do.
What you wanted, man.
You want to go viral.
Now you want to say, I'm sorry, I didn't know what I was doing. Like, dude,
no, you did. Don't do that. Don't be a victim now. Don't do that. Don't be a Karen.
Nah, man.
Stand 10 toes down, bro.
Hold it down.
You gonna be a goofy?
Hold it up.
You play silly games, you win silly prizes.
Silly.
Right?
Hold it down.
Like, what's wrong with this dude, man? Like, yo, you thought being a total a-hole in other countries, he'll be cool because they're polite countries. Like, yo, you gotta knock the hell out.
Yo, I would be a savage CEO. I would make them hate life and be on the cell every day. Look at you crashing out, stupid. Look at you. You're here with me.
So pretty much from Yahoo Entertainment, I don't know why you call him entertainment, but Yahoo Entertainment,
man.
Disgraced YouTuber Johnny Somali pleads guilty in South Korea.
Oh, he pleaded guilty.
Yep.
That means he was given an offer. So else, man.
No, he ain't got an offer yet, but pretty much.
No, he was given an offer. He's either his offer, you take this, or we go to trial.
Homie, here's the thing though. He has other charges like pending against him because revenge porn. I swear I'm posting his face to another person's head while kissing a streamer from Korea and playing North Korean propaganda as well in South Korea.
Like I
you
said,
can't do that. You can't do that.
The attorney came to him and said, listen, buddy, here's your two options. Exhibit A, take this charge right here.
Dude, he was late for court, mind you.
We'll let everything slide.
Dude was an hour late for his 10 a.m. hearing.
Now listen, I'll be talking.
But remember, you said he had no money. His things were tied up, right?
Yeah. But he would get effed up before the trial did on the 7th.
Hey, man, I'm just saying.
Dude, the judge was so pissed, man.
Listen, man, I'll be look here, Crash. You don't see me and you.
Two charges he got right now is public disturbances and cultural insensitivity.
And he got 5 years for that?
Looking at it right now, yeah.
I'll be like, look here, Crash. You know what's difference between me and you?
His next case will be April 9th.
I'd have been like, the difference between me and you is you're looking at the guy that got to tell you when to go take a shower.
No wedges for you.
Shoot. What's the difference between me and you? Shoot.
Think about this, Ceddy said. And
you got to sleep next to your own shit.
I'm Walt. Ceddy said. The man traveled from his little old home in Arizona to go across the world to be a jackass. Mm-hmm. Now stay there for the next X amount of years.
Look at him. He got what he wanted. He got his pay.
So he's looking at 5 to 10 years in prison and a fine exceeding $10,000.
You see that? You went across the world to be a jackass.
You got what you
wanted.
And
now you got 5 to 10.
Dude, this is sensitive stuff in Japan. He didn't see Nagasaki. Remember that part? Yeah, he did that. We do it again. Like, wait, why would you say that to people who are not minding their damn business on the train after a hard days of work, and you're going to harass them?
All right.
It gets even worse. There's statues in which you show comforting women, in which there are women that were used
Remember. As concubines. We spoke about this before.
For the occupying Japanese army.
Again.
And he kissed them.
You left your home.
In
small town Arizona,
just to go play swing
games. to go across the world
to Japan, Thailand,
whatever you went to
Korea,
play like you said, play Squid Games.
Israel. He went to Israel. Who got his ass whooped and killed in Israel.
Listen, man. I'm sure.
Yakuza almost killed him.
I'm sure there's a teabag everywhere. You know,
dude. Like, listen, man. And that's why I hope they throw the book at him because you know why? This will stop IRL streamers from acting like total douchebags around.
They won't care.
They will because they
won't.
If they want some fair punishment for this kid, It'll say president.
No, it won't.
It will.
Because no, they're gonna be like, oh, either two things gonna happen. One, either gonna have common sense. Say, you know what? I don't think I should travel aboard to do what he did.
If do it here, you get shot and killed. Then right? Do it here?
Or I'm gonna be bolden. I'm gonna do better than Johnny Somali.
Dude, here's the thing, man.
Why?
What? There's not enough money in the game to be a total douchebag for what? And that people on your kick stream sounding some real insane ish, like women moaning like they're having sex, getting penetrated on this loudspeaker.
You, my friend.
I wish I was kidding when I said that part.
Walter, you left your small town home to go across the world to be a jackass.
And get your ass whooped in the process too.
And now you're facing 5 to 10 years in a foreign country's prison.
You be picking kimchi for 5 to 10, man.
Listen, man, you got to stack up quite the resume to eventually meet someone where you tell you to hold it inside of his pocket.
Because here's the thing. Wow. Wow.
Who to say there's not a Korean? What he's in South Korea?
He's in South Korea right now.
Who say that there's not a Korean Fleece Johnson right there?
It's possible, man. Listen, man, you want to eat?
I watched the Desi Banks skit with Tim and Fleece Johnson. That looked real the hell to me.
Dude, I'm gonna say it's this. Here's the thing, right?
I like you. I want you.
It's
even say all that.
It's hard to be a black man in this world, let alone be a black man in a foreign country. And this douchebag who is anti-black himself is giving black people a bad name. He's not even Somali. He's a Israeli Jew, I think, an Ethiopian Jew.
Either way, the man's crazy.
And
I don't get it.
Even his own family members are criminals.
You are in Arizona.
Who gave you the money?
Middle of nowhere.
Who gave you the money to go overseas in the first place? You need to be held accountable too.
Now you left your home in Arizona to travel halfway across the globe to be a jackass?
Listen, man.
And then now
I'm
again,
done.
5 to 10 years.
I'm done.
I'm glad it's happening to him because he's been a total idiot.
I'm done.
And gave black people a bad perception as well. Because I'm going to Japan next year. I'm worried because I have friends in Japan right now.
Yes, go.
I'm going. I'm going. I'm gonna move out.
Why?
Because, and then this guy's gonna be bad for all of us. Like, there's a lot of black people who took the risk, leave this country, to go overseas and relocate and live a better life and deal with all these stereotypes and stuff like that. And if this asshole who's acting like a total douchebag for no reason,
the way Daddy Trump's going on, I don't know. They might come back soon. Unless you find a new job out there.
Dude, all knows this, man. I'm gonna be with myself, man.
Where he gonna get humble looks like the middle of nowhere.
Iron Walt, give him your handle, bro. I can't laugh anymore. I'm done for the day.
I'm
my
laughing.
KFC rank got me.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, Walt.
That sun don't shine.
Be a kimchi pick
There's
for
a
the
light that shines, mercy for you and me.
No soap on the rope.
Lady, you're my knight in shining armor, and I love you, Johnny.
Summer breeze
makes me feel fine.
Man, listen, man.
Speaking of artists, and then we'll get up out of here.
I'll tell you what, depending how often he gets it, man.
Have you heard?
It might be a landslide.
Have you heard that new R. Kelly Residuals remix?
Oh man, I
heard of it. Didn't hear it.
I believe it's all AI. I don't think it's R. Kelly. The stuff he was saying, madness, bro.
Well, he was saying madness back in the day too.
No, he was like on the song. He was saying parts like, y'all got me locked up in here and and I didn't touch that. calling out the victims. I don't believe that's him.
That's not him.
I don't think that's him, bro.
Listen,
same like everybody did BBL Drizzy.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I saw them. I saw him from a distance, faded, on that cover. I'm looking, I'm not gonna get into this. I'm gonna leave that alone.
AI is a beautiful thing, man. It can be a bad thing too.
Yeah, man. Because I don't think that's him. Go ahead, Ceddy said. Give them your handle.
Ceddy55 at Blue Sky and that man Ceddy on IG.
You can follow. Walt, go ahead.
I'm
sorry, y'all. I'm just
Walt WAL 4 T's at the end. My R&B is Dead page and my Noir Kaiser 45 Twitter that I seldom use, but I had smoke today because my Arsenal beat Chelsea, so I made good use of it today. And, and shout out to Barcelona. We was down 2 and had to pack them boys up in their own building. 4-2, baby. 4-2. 4-2.
I just got Real
4-2.
Madrid doing what I got to do, man.
I mean, they won today, but they'll get packed up too. So I ain't worry.
You know who we got on the squad?
It don't matter who you got on the squad. Have you seen the pack of business Barcelona's been giving them this season? There ain't nothing pretty about it.
We'll get over.
And stuff like that.
We'll get over. Mbappe, we trust.
Listen, man, it been doing like this for a
Mbappe.
backpack.
Mbappe, we trust. That's what I got to say.
Listen, man. What y'all should trust is I'm the Mac. Because if y'all can't dance with us, it's time to go to the sidelines. Tell you that.
If you say so.
Man.
But my fault. Yeah. Follow the podcast page on the Record Pod. Follow me at DJINTENCE. This is another lovely episode of On the Record Podcast 185. I bid you guys a good night.